Tonight we gather at the campus of Full Sail University as TNA Wrestling reaches a turning point live from Orlando, Florida as the countdown is about to be underway where the TNA World Champion will take center stage. And we also get triple threat action as you have a cold opener like I have so far. Welcome everybody officially to TNA Turning Point, the countdown. And welcome once again to Super Lab Studios, live watch along events. Welcome, everybody, and once again, the Super Lab Studios live watch on schedule. Tonight, we bring you strictly focused on TNA Wrestling. Please remain #SpoilerFree on SmackDown. If you try to post anything about SmackDown, you will be banned by Walter Cruz. But if you want to dictate the conversation, super chat, PayPal patch is as simple as that. You, of course, can watch along with us right now for free on the countdown on TNA Plus or on YouTube. As we have me and Jim Miller just outside of Full Sail University, giving us an update on Mike Santana.
I don't know. TNA has definitely reached a turning point. If you watched Impact last night, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's the landscape has changed to say the least.
And speaking of landscape changing, there's the new face of TNA, Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, see, I didn't want to say it till they showed his face. That's why I didn't say what happened.
As Cass once again trying to make it about himself, as Jim Miller's here for Mike Santana. Mike Santana nowhere to be found.
That's all that two people that we personally know couldn't be more happier than JJ and Jeff.
JJ is never, ever gonna stop talking about it with me as long as I live and breathe. And of course, Director of 40, Cimarella, certainly has his hands full. Because again, after what happened last night on Impact with NXT Rejects and Robert Stone, Santino Marella has a whole different problem on his hands.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, where are they tonight? They're pretty much the home base of NXT.
As you see, Santino Marella, Director of Authority. He's placed security guards on every entrance. Nobody will enter or exit without proper clearance. He demands order, respect, and professionalism. This is not an open house. But kudos to Cimarella trying to hold down the piece as you see the crowd of Full Sail University trying to file in as we get ready for action to get place here. And here comes.
Dude, look at the crowd already, and they just started.
Well, this should be fun. If nothing else, this should be something. And again, folks, you will know that every match on here was basically made last night. And Jake Something looking to start something new here to try and find a turning point of his career as we get ready for a triple threat action. As the crowd's still fooling in right now in Full Sail University. And Jake Something looks ready to go though in this triple threat match, Walter. And, of course, he's had his fair share of fallout with Vance Warner over the TNA International Championship. Not to mention both these men were involved in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet at Bound for Glory.
So I didn't know Hometown Man was a student.
I mean, he lives in Florida, so there you go. Vance Warner, of course, ushering in the era of Warner alongside Steph DeLander. As we see Jake Something and Vance Warner renew hostilities here. And, oh, God, get a room. As everyone now is looking for a reset at this point, Walter, as we are, of course, removed from Bound for Glory. This is literally starting back from the beginning.
It's literally a turning point.
Turning point or starting point? You tell me. Meanwhile, here comes the Hometown Man sporting a Orlando Magic jersey.
Well, in 2 months, it'll be a Genesis, right?
Well, Genesis is truly where things began because that's truly a new beginning. While the Hometown Man, I have no idea what the Hometown Man is doing here in Full Sail University. But before we get things underway, looks like someone wants to join in and give a thought real quick. Please welcome in Jeff Mother Evan Meacham. Jeff, hello. What brings you on to center stage?
I said his name and he appeared.
Apparently. You're muted.
Y'all just started. Wow. Okay. Cool. Do me a favor. Could you go off the screen real quick? Just have just the three of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I'm not going to get to be on the whole watch along because I'm actually on my way out to Hollywood to watch a friend do her thing at a concert. But I know that everybody is like, I had 4 different people yesterday tell me privately, in addition to the group chat, watch Impact. So thank you, first of all, to Aaron for just blurting it out there for me and spoiling it, you jerk. But damn it, Aaron. That's okay. We love Aaron anyway. Most of the time.
Of course.
I said it. I borrowed from one of our Kings commentators that mentioned yesterday, but the long wait for all of us fans is finally over. I am so thrilled for Frankie Kazarian. You may not like the character, Noah, and I know the King of TNA character sticks in your shit. I don't begrudge you that one bit. But for my friend Frank, for our longtime pal of almost a quarter century, almost his entire career, I am over the moon for this man. And I hope to God that whole thing with Nemeth doesn't come out to bite him in the ass tonight. Because then they're partners, right?
Yeah.
But on behalf of everybody that has been a part of the SoCal wrestling scene, that went to those ridiculous UPW shows, that went to everything, PWG, throughout his TNA run, went to that brief WWE. Sure, that happened. Ring of Honor, all the things. Congratulations to my forever the coolest wrestler alive. Damn it, Frankie Kazarian, the TNA World Champion. This is a turning point. I really feel like it is. I feel like we've got John Cena on his way out in just 3 more dates. And now he's the Intercontinental Champion, and Frankie is finally a world champion. As much of a shit show as 2025 has been, my goodness. Wrestling-wise, it's probably never been better. And I love it.
I wonder how much Cena influenced that and was like, hey, we should do this before I leave. Can I at least see it while I'm still part of the company? Yeah, man.
So
Frankie had a lot to do with Cena in the beginning.
Frankie pitched it that he still wants AJ Styles in that Dream World title match. Carlos, look at me. Look me in my bloodshot eyes, Carlos. Look it now. Look it immediately. I don't give a fuck. Make it happen. I beg of you, Carlos.
You're putting a lot of trust in Carlos Silva. That's all I gotta say about that.
Hey, you know what? I met him at Rebellion. It should have happened then. I'll still say that. I'll die on that hill. It was here in SoCal, but whatever. We had to go with Trick. Anyway.
That's the most left field shit, by the way this happened.
No, it is okay. Even though it was spoiled for me, I still watched Impact last night, and it was the complete man. And NXT is the reason that cash-in happened, or that shot was called.
Exactly.
NXT's involvement completely made that a thing, which is why, Noah, I know you've warmed up to this version of NXT quite significantly, right? My goodness. It is my NXT now because it caused Frankie Kazarian to be the world champion.
Maybe it was a thank you by WWE to TNA as a way of saying thanks for letting us sign Joe Henry before his contract was actually up. Here you go. We'll make your longest person win the world title now.
You're actually faking that fucking idiot Robert
Amen. He appears.
Oh wait, no. Well, hang on. If we're what happened? Oh, hey.
Continue.
If we are gonna thank him, we gotta thank him by his TNA name.
If I didn't need any more of my skin crawling or my blood boiling, that idiot showed up last night with the freaking outcasts of NXT and caused that crap to happen. Bloody hell. Why I was sick nonetheless.
Oh, of course. Ava and Sean are both, denying responsibility. It's like, this is totally something DX Shawn Michaels would do, 100%.
Getting made the friggin' guy that friggin' broke corporate America as far as we know it, friggin' was the degenerate to begin with. You fucking kidding me? Anyway.
I'll let you guys get back to the countdown, but I just wanted to make sure I said my piece now. I'm sure I'll make it home in time tomorrow for shenanigans, and we'll get a full JJ and I not drinking because he don't drink near as much, but definitely a proper celebration. Long live the king.
And fuck Robert Stone. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Hey, Robbie was a guest on our show back in the day, but from your side of points, yeah, fuck Robbie. But you know what? Frankie's a world champion, so thank you, Mr. Stone. I appreciate you.
As if I couldn't hate this NXT or Robert Stone anymore. Thank you, Jeff. Good night. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for shenanigans while I further put hate on Robert Stone and this NXT. Again, fuck this NXT since Bound for Glory. Foot for life. As we get back here to action, thank you, Jeff Mudder from Meacham. 19 minutes, 30 seconds left on the turning point countdown clock. Triple threat action continuing to happen here. Jake Sullivan, the hometown man, and Vance Warner. What a unique crash right as we begin, though, and a unique message by Jeff.
Is this an indication of who's next in line for the international title or what's Steve Maclin's title called?
International Championship. Yes, Steve Maclin. And as far as who's next, I have no idea. Maybe Nick Nemeth calls a shot against him. I mean, whether or not we see Nick Nemeth call a shot tonight, it really comes down to if Nick Nemeth was attacked by Kazarian or Kazarian was involved in that last night. But that's not here or there.
This triple threat here has a lot to do with the international title. I think whoever wins here might have a lot.
Literally, two of these men have been involved for at least a couple of months over the TNA National Championship against Steve Maclin. You very well might be on point as Vance Warner and Jake Sullivan are brawling on the outside, while the hometown man right now is getting ready to fly cross body into the outside. Or splash, excuse me. And shout out to everything Pro Wrestling, Safet, Bullyman, and Rock and Ropes also in the chat. Everybody tuning in to our
Pops.
And Pops, as always, we appreciate, respect Pops. We respect everybody here, except Robert Stone. Fuck him. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Please subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And check out Rock and Ropes on the X as well, where he breaks the internet wrestling community anytime that he can. So I hope that he's enjoying things too. Not much. Good to see you, man, in the chat. Gotta get to see me again here pretty soon. Vance Warner! Nice DDT on the floor to Jake something here.
Tornado style off of that. Okay, I get a room, guys.
Oh, geez. How close is Motel 6 to Full Sail University when it comes to these two?
Right?
Saying this is a former GCW champion, let's not we forget. Of course, Jimmy Callahan's last matches.
At least their real life is together. At least it's not two random people.
I suppose you're right. The sliced bread out of the corner by the hometown man, but into the void. Cover. That's what's something.
I think that might have been hometown man's first loss.
I believe you're correct. And he was actually pinned. He wasn't necessarily outside the triple threat, but Jake something sending a message that he plans to do something before the end of 2025, and it very well could involve the TNA National Championship. Again, into the void, playing the hometown man, sending him back home as a loser.
Yeah, Florida's not good to him.
Well, I mean, how good has it been for the Orlando Magics? How good has it been for the Jacksonville Jaguars? How good has it been to insert something here from Florida? Y'all might have a freaking Disneyland or Disney World, whatever the fuck you got down there, but you got hurricanes as well and giant bugs and all the freaking elders you can have on a beach. Anyway, that's not here nor there. We're at Full Sail University. Press the crowd on here. And again, folks, you can be part of the conversation. You can also tune in with us. Promo code on your screen. Get 1 month free of TNA Plus. This service somewhat sucks, but it's somewhat decent. And you can actually watch Turning Point with us live as well. So go to a improv commercial as we always do at TNA.
I never really had an issue with TNA Plus.
I mean, dude, I think you talked verbatim about the logo and the music, and we've also had issues with it freezing and lagging.
Oh, yeah, the logo, but it's better than watching commercials.
I suppose, including this type of commercial where they remind you that TNA Plus, you haven't seen anything until you've seen everything for $9.99 a month. Streaming now.
I forget how much it costs because I bought yearly. I monthly bill. Screw that.
As we got B.D.E here with me and Gia Miller. B.D.E, of course, will be in action tonight against Flop Dollar. My bathroom break match. But I am home in B.D.E.
Champ? And didn't he have a title in HOG or some other
B.D.E?
company?
Nah,
yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, but apparently B.D.E and Flop Dollar have history going back to Wrestling Revolver. And I don't think Cheese will be involved. But of course, this match was made last night out of TNA Wrestling at the B.D.E. was planted for a table. Seems the only way that freaking flop is relevant was to plan somebody for a table and get some match out of it.
And you know what? No, it's the guy. I was confusing him with the Rascalz guy. He's a champion in HOD, isn't he?
Myron Reed, yeah, he's also a champion. He's a champion in Wrestling Revolver, part of Killer Gomez Killer Kelly. Of course, we'll see Myron Reed and the Rascalz to come later tonight. As B.D.E. looks to prove to AJ Francis that he belongs. Looking to embarrass. Personally, anytime that AJ Francis can be embarrassed, it'll be a good night for me. So I hope that he's correct. And again, B.D.E., of course, came into TNA during the Call Your Shot Gauntlet at Bound for Glory, for those that are wondering. Bright young prospect up and comer in the independent scene. Oh, brother. Talk about a turning point in TNA as we know it this year. I'm going to take you back to last night, Walter. Unfortunately, your fucking NXT rejects of Robert Stone, Lexus King, Brooks Jetson, Charlie Dempsey, and the GTA knockoffs, they attacked Mike Santana as Mike Santana was trapped in an armbar and his right arm was crushed in a steel chair.
I wonder if, take kayfabe away in real life, I wonder if something was up with Santana and that's why they did this.
Who knows? But I tell you what, who was up for the chance to finally call a shot at Kazarian as Mike Santana looked to freaking spin the block, unable to, deep roll up, and ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Kazarian became the new TNA World Champion.
Long time coming again.
2 decades plus for a man once called the future, now the face of TNA in this present.
So the future has finally become the present, huh?
And speaking of which, now presenting your current TNA World Champion. Here comes Frankie Kazarian. God help me.
Dude, look how many people are there, and this show officially hasn't even started. Shit, look how full that is.
At the end of the day, they probably sold a lot of free tickets. Also, when you're in Florida and you got a local crowd, it's pretty easy to sell out that place.
Well, yeah, Full Sail is kind of easy to sell out.
Yeah, Full Sail is a small venue. Let's just call it what it is. Even with
it's perfect for TNA.
Yeah, I will give you that. But I don't know if this guy is perfect to run TNA at this day and age.
Hey, the silver lining, you're a positive guy. I find the silver lining in anything. At least the title's still in TNA.
You know, Walter, there's a reason why no human being on the planet is 100% positive, especially with professional wrestling. And if there's one thing I've learned in this NXT relationship, this is not my NXT! Based on what the turning point brings, I might soon say not my TNA if this becomes more of a similarity. But that being said, to your point, a TNA original does hold the TNA World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
As he called his shot last night after being declared a co-winner of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet just last month at Bound for Glory.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wonder, though, the Fat Robert Stone did attack this man, set up the precipice. Was that fucking related? Was it an inside job inside NXT?
Well, let's find out what he has to say, maybe.
I
don't think Frankie will let. I don't think he'll admit anything.
Nah, I know he won't.
You want the best, you got the best.
I'm not taking notes, JJ. Watch it yourself.
My biggest dream, or my best dream, is your worst nightmare. I'm your world TNA champion. The best part of this is I can look in the mirror and know that I'm self-made. Nobody has earned or deserved this more than me.
Yeah, TNA OG, original class.
I understand that a lot of you are sad. I've seen hate on social media posts.
That don't surprise me one bit.
Every tear that rolls off your fat, filthy cheeks. Every bad social media is like a warm blanket to me, so I ask, please keep it up.
Just feed this man's ego, bigger than Ollie Griffin Page.
Don't stop hating me. Because I damn sure won't stop hating all of you.
Ugh.
Have to address one more thing. When it comes to the involvement of NXT wrestlers. I assure you I had nothing to do with it. Sure. I'm a man of honor. And I would never orchestrate something like that. Okay, yeah. Guilty. How do you know he's lying, Noah? Because he's opening his mouth.
I was about to say, this was a man once part of a team called Bad Influence.
I figured tonight I'm going to go ahead and call somebody out. Ooh. So, TNA President Carlos, would you please make your way up to the ring? Why is he calling him out?
What the hell does Carlos Silva have anything to do with this? Freaking Timu Tony Khan, that's a freaking entertainment entrepreneur and not a professional wrestling fan or a professional wrestler. It took charge away from Scott D'Amore, Gail Kim, and everybody pretty much when TNA became a WWE affiliate.
You said you have digging the Dana White cosplay.
The skinniest Dana White I've ever seen.
Normally, when somebody wins a world title, you're right there to present them with the title. Last night, the biggest moment of my career. You were nowhere to be found. So I'm curious why that is. Do you have a problem with me? He's asking him. I'm going to give you the opportunity to right or wrong. I'm going to allow you the privilege to present me with this TNA world title in front of all of these idiots. Carlos obliges. But he put it on his shoulder. He didn't wrap it around his waist.
There's the reason why this crowd is mostly quiet.
First of all, Carlos said, let me congratulate you.
First time I ever heard Carlos speak.
Mm-hmm. We're launching a formal investigation.
Hmm?
And Frankie, you're part of that investigation.
Oh.
I'm appalled. You would think I have something to do with this?
No shit.
Well, the timing right before going to a pay-per-view at Full Sail, which is the NXT home base. I don't think that's coincidence, right, Noah?
Not to mention, Ryan Nemeth was just challenging Mike Santana for the TNA World Championship, and Nick Nemeth was the one that was assaulted, the other Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, just moments before Frankie Kazarian got to call a shot after those NXT rejects came in and attacked.
Mm-hmm. And here's Ryan and Nick now.
Oh, God. This just keeps getting worse for me.
My big brother has something to say.
Thank you for not saying it like his nasally friend dresser voice.
No. No. Look at the dogs.
Of course, Nick Nemeth, history of Frankie Kazarian goes all the way back to last year's Slammiversary, but Nick Nemeth pinned that man in the six-pack challenge, become the TNA World Champion.
By the way, you removed them.
Give it to give it to your dad. He'll fix it.
And Nick Nemeth literally echoing everything that I said. No shit.
First of all, that's slander.
No, I think it's fact.
Were you or were you not on the way to the ring? He said you got tackled. You tripped over your own ego. Frankie could calling out somebody because of their ego is the most hypocritical thing I think I've heard.
You realize who you're talking about, right?
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
That might be the only accurate statement Kazarian said this whole night. How Nick Nemeth is counter as he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's calling a shot.
Tonight he's calling a shot. We team up, we take out the trash. Is he saying that we go one-on-one after? And
Sounds
then I
like
call my shot.
Sounds like he's returning a 1-1 match at the tag match tonight.
Big words, but I'm going to tell you what you need to do tonight. Tonight, the only thing you need to do is trust the champ.
Trust the champ? Trust?
Said he trusts him as far as he could throw one. Nick, you're a pretty built guy. I mean, you might be able to throw Frankie pretty far, to be honest.
He'll still build a DJ Jazzy.
Oh man, does Frankie even come out for that match, or does he get himself? Does he abandon his partner and just leave?
I mean, how can either of these men trust each other is the better question. You literally are teaming with the man that's already calling his shot for the TNA World Championship that's on your damn shoulder.
These men together have combined ego that's bigger than Mount Rushmore.
That's putting it politely. Well, that being said, folks, let your conspiracy theories be known, because just to recap, there is being a formal investigation right now on the TNA, on the NXT rejects of Robert Stone and that attack that led to Kazarian assaulting Mike Santana, post-assault Mike Santana, chuck on a shot and pinning the man for the TNA World Championship. Inside job, very well likely, as we get ready for Turning Point here, literally within a couple of minutes.
Wonder where that's going to lead.
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. We'll go ahead and run down the card real quick. This is a match. AJ Francis takes on B.D.E. 1-on-1. We also have Cedric Alexander versus Hartwell against Mustafa Lee and the Great Hands, as the Great Hands not lead looking to take one step closer, improving the most dominant faction. Indi Hartwell goes 1-on-1 with Dani Luna in a no disqualification match. We'll see if the Heart don't quit after this. TNA Knockouts Championship is on the line as and Tessa Blanchard take on the Inspiration against the Angel Warriors. The defending champs will be fighting champions against two teams that step forward. After JDC announced he's retiring officially in January at Genesis, he will still stand by the system, as the system takes on the Rascalz, a returning Rascal tonight in 8-man tag team action. Who could that be, and do you still trust the system? And we also know Kelani will defend the TNA Knockouts World Championship against M by Elegance after being heathered by Elegance last night. Personal Concierge will also be in the corner. Young is in charge. Leon Slayer will also defend the X Division Championship against Rich Swann after the altercation last night with Trash Class. And as we just heard, Nick Nemeth Kazarian said we are going to do what we do best tonight, but afterwards I'm calling our shot. Still up for debate. Is Mike Stan will be here tonight? Mike Stan and Steve Maclin are supposed to go up against Nick Nemeth and Frankie Kazarian, and I believe that will be our main events.
People are retiring later and later. I'm a little shocked that JDC announced that.
Yeah, I was kind of.
He's not that up there in terms of age.
It is. It's one of those things that I'm very puzzled by. I'm not puzzled by this, though, as Kelani Jordan's been registered an NXT outsider, holding the TNA Knockouts cornerstone. Of course, that's all so much more, I'm sure, to come tonight. Turning Point, the second to last stop of the calendar year, as we look towards final resolution. That might be the nail in the coffin on TNA's identity as a freaking alternative or similarity. If we get ready, folks, if you have TNA Plus, turn over to that service right now or change over for the live feed, because TNA Turning Point officially starts right now.
M is looking to turn this to a W and win the second person in her group to be the champ if she does it.
mean, it's the first opportunity for Maggie Lee. It's a huge chance for Maggie Lee and by Elegance. But Heather by Elegance lost just last night. And right now, if Kelani Jordan goes through this, she's already booked, thanks to the director of Florence Cinderella, to defend at Gold Rush against freaking Jordan Grace and Lei Ling Lee. So
yeah, triple threat. You know, when 2026 comes around, can we like chill out in the triple threats? Like, gosh darn, like we've had so many triple threats in 2025, I've lost count. Can we like chill out with it?
It's one of those things that I'm just not sure of, you know.
I don't know. I'm personally getting tired of it. Oh, I forgot. You have to switch. Yeah, I was watching
yeah, remember you got to switch, so don't forget about that.
Live now.
And again, folks, hope you enjoy the coverage. Again, if SmackDown's on, remain hashtag spoiler free for SmackDown. If you spoil SmackDown, Walter will ban you indefinitely from the chat. It's focused on TNA wrestling, but if you want to do the conversation, Super Chat, Payload Passions, it's as simple as that. Good luck to everybody involved in the Last Time Is Now tournament tonight on SmackDown to face John Cena's Saturday's main event, including the surprise. Whether you believe it's someone, you say his name and he appears, that remains to be seen. But we will be covering next week, Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden. Stay tuned for more on that as we get ready here for TNA Turning Point. Very curious to see what kicks things off here. We've literally hit a turning point since Bound for God to Mike Santana lost the TNA World Championship last night. You can only imagine what your feelings were towards that.
I'm pissed, but I'm thinking something is up with Mike Santana, like, because that came literally out of nowhere. Like, did they do that for shock value, or deep down he's hurt or something?
Well, I mean, when half the audience leaves you at TNA Bound for Glory in your crowning moment because they're the NXT followers, not the TNA faithful, or they just don't understand the TNA anymore, the jury is out. But again, we are speaking of NXT. We are here at the home of my NXT full series anniversary, where the Black and Gold was born, was thrived, and we wish it was still alive. But tonight, Turning Point comes to us. TNA Wrestling's Turning Point from Full Sail University. A capacity crowd on hand as the chairs are still filling in or trying to be filled in. And we got a stat night to come on the second to last stop of TNA's calendar for 2025. So welcome everybody into the show as we kick things off with Elegance and the TNA Knockouts World Championship. It's Maggie Lee and Kelani Jordan in our opener.
The women's championship on the line.
Well, apparently the Elegance brand wants to make a fairy tale come true with a happy ending where they regain the TNA Knockouts World Championship as M by Elegance, looking to sabotage this axe-wielding gymnast, Kelani Jordan, and take back the TNA Knockouts World Championship for not only TNA, but the Elegance brand.
So is Kelani the big bad wolf?
Well, apparently Heather Reckless is a small wolf, but you be the judge. I mean, we are in the land of magic. We're not too far away from Disney World, so I don't know if dreams come true for M by Elegance. As I said last night, Heather by Elegance just challenged Kelani Jordan last night for the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
I guess she's looking to huff and puff and blow her title reign away, huh?
As Kelani Jordan looks to once again show that Kelani can do anything. Kelani Jordan, of course, who seized this opportunity for some weird damn reason after the title was vacated, after Ashley announced her retirement, former Ash by Elegance, and beat Lei Ling Lee with the count by Indi Hartwell, with already 2 successful to 3 successful defenses, including against Indi Hartwell at Bound for Glory.
Is this technically heel versus heel?
That's exactly right, because Kelani Jordan's already been ousted by the NXT Women's Locker Room.
Well, if anyone knows how to win in Full Sail, it's Kelani.
Yeah, but Trick Williams also gave a very poignant point about Kelani Jordan and her new drive, desire to prove that I can be a champion. I can do anything. Take a look at the tape here, Walter. A slight height differential here by the statuesque M by Elegance. Of course, Kelani Jordan has the split leg moonsault, one of a kind. Elegant moonsault, though, M by Elegance. And Kelani Jordan, of course, the inaugural NXT Women's North American champion. And this is M by Elegance's first Knockouts World title match Both women with a moonsault for a finisher, and both women looking to prove a point here. But M by Elegance, very unproven. Why Kelani Jordan has grown over the last 3 years. Let's go down to Mackenzie Mitchell for introductions. Oh boy. And bloody hell. As the personal concierge unfortunately still exists and takes the mic. I hate this guy so much. There's so much about this TNA NXT thing that I hate. It is unbelievable. Well, actually, maybe it's not unbelievable for those that know me. And by Elegance, my freaking ass.
You're not very fond of the Elegance?
And of course, Kelani Jordan, as I said, has been the TNA Knockouts World Champion now, going into her fourth defense. And if she survives tonight, she has Jordan Grace and Layleen Lee waiting for her at Gold Rush. After Zaya Brookside and Layleen Lee said, "We welcome you to TNA," Kelani wanted none of it, says she doesn't need them. She is in this for herself because, let's be honest here, Walter, much like Trick Williams, if Kelani loses this title, she becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she basically is an outcast now in her own damn locker room.
I was going to say, I wonder whose locker room she'll be in because nobody wants her.
A little bad whoop. Heather by Elegance might be a difference maker here. Of course, the Elegance brand always loves to use the numbers in their favor. Let's not forget, Maggie Lee, M by Elegance, was introduced into the Elegance brand, saving the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships for the Elegance brand all the way back earlier this year. Nice snapmare there, and Kelani Jordan with the follow-up. Dropping the crossbody, Maggie Lee, great roll through, hook on the far leg, gets a 1 count. And they get to the midsection by the statuesque M by Elegance. Pretty much been the enforcer for the Elegance brand, for being perfectly honest. Biggest opportunity of this young, up and bright comer lady's career. You might remember Maggie Lee from some days in Ring of Honor and AEW Dark. Backing it up in Kelani Jordan's face with a vicious jumping hip attack. Almost a modified rear view. Shout out to Naomi or Trinity.
I almost before you said to tell the tape, I forget how big this woman is.
One of the tallest women in the TNA Knockouts roster, by Kelani Jordan just booted her to the outside. Now,
Lift some more weights, and I would love to see her and Amazon go at it.
Big moonsault by Kelani Jordan. Let's not forget, both these women have a moonsault as a finisher.
That was a little mistimed. She over-rotated on there.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here, though. She's still got enough of it, though, in turn Maggie Lee, M by Elegance, up and over. Of course, title can only just hands be a pinfall or submission inside the ring. And you see the personal touch here once again playing distraction. While Heather right now with a cheap shot from behind, stopping her on the ascent. For those that don't know, M by Elegance Maggie Lee is 24 years of age and has the same level of experience practically in the business. 3 years trained by Seth freaking Rollins out of the Black and Brave Academy.
She pretty much just hit the drive-by that Roman Reigns does.
Yeah, can you believe that? And it's really interesting how similar these two are, Walter, when you consider their in-ring experience and their style.
Yeah.
And
very.
Now, the Elegance brand has turned this match around. Please continue.
I know, I said very similar.
And not bad for a woman with less than 200 matches in her career. Started her wrestling career back in 2022 with a couple of matches in the independent scene outside of SCW Pro Wrestling.
Man, can you imagine her at like Jordan Grace's muscle capacity?
Never now. I mean, again, the cardio for days, Maggie Lee has demonstrated. Maggie Lee, of course, previously has involved in many promotions, including Ring of Honor. Was actually involved last year, of course, in TNA wrestling, when she, of course, teamed up with Jada Stone, one of the newest signings, by the way, to the TNA Knockouts roster, alongside
what a drop kick.
I'm about to say the extension, the reach of that drop kick, too.
Mm-hmm.
Helps to add to that power. It's also one of those things, though, Walter, that Maggie Lee is in unfamiliar territory, though. She is going after her first world championship since coming to TNA. This is her first Knockouts World Championship opportunity.
You know the butterflies are in there.
Oh! German Silverback with a bridge, too!
Yeah, that was a beautiful Northern Light.
Yeah, a beautiful bridge, by the way, by Maggie Lee.
I think it's because of her height, but that looked like really nice.
Well, again, the fact that she has the height advantage here, she also has a stronger leverage on that arc. Nice drop toe hold there. I'm about to say, the jury is out whether or not Mike Santana will show up tonight. Kelani Jordan, of course, has been involved in only NXT. Straight out of the new program with a background in gymnastics and tournament, has also only been involved in the wrestling business for 3 years, but is also the inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion, winning that title last year at Battleground in the UFC Apex, held up for 140 days.
He might be, he's a man of integrity, Santana, and you might literally have to cut his arm off for him not to show up, but it might be wise for him not to show up. It's less than 24 hours from getting his arm ripped in that chair.
I mean, what's more, his pride or his body? That's the real question. Maggie Lee right now trying to fend off this onslaught by Kelani Jordan. Kelani Jordan, the 68th TNA Knockouts World Champion in this company's history. Now off the ropes, Kaza, door. Oh, a counter!
That's a damn German suplex.
Wheelbarrow suplex.
Ugh.
Now end by Elegance, looking first, maybe her
moonsault, I think.
Up to the top rope. Oh, it crashes the canvas.
Ooh, she hit her abdomen hard on the canvas.
You think about, again, the risk you take with a moonsault. It's full-on body impact. If you miss your opponent, you hit nothing but canvas. There you see Myron, Zaya, Brookside, and Laylee Lee, Angel Warriors, and Myron watching on from backstage. Again, these 3 men were given an olive branch to Kelani Jordan. Kelani Jordan did not accept it. And you almost wonder, would you want numbers in your quarterback face of the Elegance brand, Walter?
Why the hell not? That's usually the name of their game, right? Especially with that jackass out there.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, also, we live in a weird world. We have an NXT superstar holding the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
Yeah, but you already ousted your own locker room. Now you want to do it to the TNA locker room, too? The people literally offered an olive branch to you.
I feel like Kelani Jordan right now is just having a young career crisis, knowing that if she loses this title, where the hell does she stand right now? Oh, and a pump kick by Elegance, turning Kelani Jordan's face sideways.
Answer is she doesn't stand, especially after that pump kick.
Press kick, though, by Kelani Jordan. Nice receipt, rocking M. The sidestep. Big forearm shiver, though. And again, Kelani Jordan trying to mount a comeback. Cartwheel, back elbow. Caught, though, by M. Now M looking for something bigger, hoisting up. Kelani lands on her feet, though. Now looking for the attempt to the Kana roll. Cover, there's a roll up, and M able to kick out.
Man, these two know each other well. Like, it's the first time they faced off, and they are counter after counter after counter.
Well, again, when you have a similar style, I think you're better able to scout that. And again, the difference with these two is minimal. Now measuring M by Elegance for something big here is Kelani Jordan. Kick to the midsection by the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Hooking up M. And M refusing for the B suplex. Again, the leverage in favor. Just looking to tail the tape with the statuesque legs differential height here. Face lock now by M. Hooking up Kelani. Kelani able to escape. Now hooking up M. Look out.
I mean, what she got? A 4-inch reach? She got a 4-inch height advantage?
Leg drop and a kick out at 2.
It's a 4-inch advantage she got, right?
Yeah, but I was saying that was an innovative offense, though. Turn that reverse DDT into literally a guillotine leg drop.
No.
Quite a competitive opener here, actually. I'm quite surprised.
Oh, she had 6 inches on her. Yeah, this is competitive. Why would you be surprised? It's the knockouts if it. Well, never mind.
Because M by Elegance in experience.
That's true.
We've only seen her as a tag team specialist or a heater and enforcer, looking for that one-of-a-kind moonsault. Takes the base out from Kelani, though. Now M falling up. And another vicious pump kick to the side of the head of Kelani Jordan.
Well, at some point, it's either step up or step out. And she's stepping up.
Michinoku driver hasn't done the deal. Elegantly kick it to again by the champion.
You know what I mean? What's the other cliche? When opportunity knocks his door, you open it.
Half a count away from the Elegance brand getting back the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Look at this beautiful Michinoku driver and high stack roll up.
That shit was clean.
And voted her up. Shout out to Dwayne Atkinson. And of course, everyone in the chat. Hope you all doing well. Charles Schultz, good to see you. Again, Dwayne, the only way you can watch TNA Turning Point with us is if you're a TNA Plus subscriber and watching the TNA Plus app. Nice high kick there by Elegance. Going up to the top rope. Kelani able to get out of the way. Creating separation. Gets the midsection again by the champion. Split drop stunner.
Woo!
This is just stunner. Got all the base on that. Hook of the leg. High stop. Get a kick out of 2 by M. Maintains leg control.
The athletes that the females of today have become,
That's a deep busting crab. Single leg crab now being applied here by Kelani Jordan, trying to neutralize the strength and the stature.
There you go.
Elegance. And
she's so long she could reach the ropes that Kelani did the smart thing and sat down completely.
Yeah, but look at the way she's hyperextending that knee right now, and all of her body weight sitting on M. M, though, able to roll through. That's the best way to escape that hold. You wonder how much damage was done, though, why she sent Kelani Jordan face first in the middle of turnbuckle.
The long legs help.
Stop there by Jordan, looking for one of a kind. Split
got it.
Into the cover. Kelani Jordan retains the TNA Knockouts title.
Oh, man. Unfortunately for her, she fell right in place for it.
Kelani Jordan with the perfect setup, one of a kind, that split leg drop moonsault.
I got to give it up for M, though. That was impressive.
With Kelani Jordan for 4th successful defense as the TNA Knockouts World Champion. The Elegance brand goes 0-2 in trying to seize that title back.
Can you give it up, Noah? I know you don't like the Elegance, but that was impressive.
Yeah, I'll give up Elegance credit's due, and a very impressive effort for our first going for the TNA Knockouts World title. But for right now, Kelani Jordan, the outcast of NXT, still holds the gold of TNA. We'll see if she survives Gold Rush, though, soon enough, as Jordan Grace and Laylee Liam wait. So look at the replay here on the finish. That beautiful split leg corkscrew moonsault. Truly one of a kind, as Kelani proves again, Kelani can do anything.
Yep,
I don't know how I feel about NXT still holding gold in TNA, but I will give Kelani Jordan credit. Tremendous defense once again. Fair and square, clean in the middle of the ring.
Well, Laylee and Ying in the triple threat can put an end to that.
I can only pray.
Well, we'll see her a little later, too.
Yeah, we'll see what both divisions feel about this as we go backstage to the Angel Warriors in Minnesota. See what Queen Jilla can get the words.
How are you feeling about what you just saw? I have a match coming up.
Yes, she does.
Yes, you do. And not only do you have a match coming up with her,
and of course, they have the match tonight.
One part of the TNA Knockouts Tag
Knockouts Tag Team Championships still to come tonight.
Damn, she could become a double champion at the end of that next pay-per-view if she can step one here.
Gold, you're absolutely right. Namara Sade right now just watching on from behind the scenes. Mara Sade, of course, prove what the knockouts are. You come here, you find yourself. And why is Ryan Nemeth right now on my screen?
He's telling Gia that this isn't a story. This. Ryan is saying that he's the news.
No, excuse you. Okay, why does your hair always look so wet? We had towels in the building. They're free. Blow dryer, something, anything.
Oh, good grief.
My brother might call a shot tonight. You think about that? Did you think about that? Did you guys think about that? I thought about it. Did you think about that?
This guy is more annoying than Scrappy Doo.
Right, tell me about it.
You really want me to tell you about it?
Jesus.
Dumb and lazy.
Brother.
Why does he care if her hair looks wet?
I don't know. Ryan Nemeth again, the most obnoxious man to ever be on your TV screen. But I give Mara Sunday credit. She does understand what the knockouts is all about, and she doesn't want Kelani Jordan to lose herself. Because here in TNA, a knockout female wrestler can truly be themselves and find themselves. We've been talking about it over and over again. The knockouts is the cornerstone, the opportunity of truly being who you are or who you want to be. And hopefully for Mara Sade, like she said, Kelani Jordan doesn't lose sight of that as we get ready for Flop Down versus B.D.E. I'll be in the bathroom if you need me. Oh, still the kind of knockout will have Dani Luna versus Indi Hartwell. No disqualification. Talk about knockouts. Dani Luna, of course, this newfound attitude. We're going to take one step closer to the TNA Knockouts World Championship. And as we just heard by Lee, and to your point, the Angel Warriors have a chance to become double champions tonight. As, of course, again, they run down tonight's card. We also don't know what Rascalz will return home or will be seen. Still to come tonight, 8-man tag team match of the System taking on the Rascalz, and trios action, of course, with Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands taking on the Hardys and Sid Alexander after what transpired last night. But the youngest in charge still holds the cornerstone of the X division, as the S division champion will also be on the line against Swann. And we still don't know if Mike Santana will show up. Is he mentally or physically in the right space? But this is still to come tonight.
I miss a few impacts. What the hell has Swann done to deserve an X Division title?
Absolutely nothing besides being an annoyance and AJ Francis' bitch. And after an altercation last night with First Trash, Leon Slater called him out. So we got this.
Jesus. Anyways, I was gonna make a point about the Kelani. If anyone can relate to her, knows how it is to come out of the NXT locker room and transition to the TNA locker room smoothly, it would be Sade. But
you're not wrong. And again, the TNA Knockouts is where you find yourself. Again, we looked last night. Robert Stone, the fucking NXT rejects. Lexis King, Brooks Jensen, Charlie Dempsey, and the two giant buffoons. They insulted the TNA World Champion while he was defending the title against Ryan Nemeth. Charlie Dempsey with that vicious arm bar. Brooks Jensen putting a chair inside the arm of Mike Santana. Robert Stone with that stomp. Dislocating the arm, it feels like, a Mike Santana. As for Kazarian, immediately after that, called his fucking shots. After Nick Nemeth was still taken out, here's the finish, Walter. Again, unable to spin the block, high roll up, and Frankie Kazarian finally wins the TNA World Championship. When I woke up today and saw that, I literally only had 3 words. What the fuck? We go backstage with Ava Rain, the latest of NXT, and Santina Marella.
Miss NXT. We were invaded by NXT. This isn't an open door. She's asking Ava what he knew about it, what she knew about it.
Uh-huh.
We've been in partnership for months. You think I will jeopardize that right now?
Why wouldn't you? Bottom line, WWE doesn't give, WWE takes. Ava Rain works for WWE. She's the enemy, period. Not my NXT! Anyway, that being said, coming up next, not my match! I'm going on bathroom break. Fuck this. Flop Down takes on B.D.E. I'll see you after this match. Bye. All right, fine. I guess I gotta be here, right? Oh, things I do. Bullshit. I come up with incredible blind guts, and now I gotta call this shit. Flop Down put in B.D.E. through a freaking table last night. Here's your digital exclusive why this match is happening, Walter. In the fucking worst TV show since I can remember, in the Penthouse, Flop Down put B.D.E. through a table. All AJ does is cost money. He doesn't give you money. And he sure as hell don't give TNA ratings. Apparently, these two have known each other for a very long time, though, as JJ pointed out, though, during the Super Edition that we did earlier. Thank you for those that tune in, by the way.
You did it earlier today? Oh, I didn't know.
2 p.m. Standard Time impromptu because I figured why the hell not?
Okay. Thank you.
B.D.E, for those that don't know, comes to us from Dayton, Ohio. He's only been involved in the business for less than a year. He's a former Revolver mixed champion. Of course, made his TNA debut in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet back in October. And
wait, is he the one that was trained by Sami Callihan?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
In fact, the only match that B.D. ever had with Flop Dollar was in Wrestling Revolver when he was the Revolver Remix champion. And of course, he earned that title against this Flop.
I know, you could always just do the James Nope on this, right?
I'm got too much integrity on my James Nope, all right? So it's one of those things where at the end of the day, I will continue to do my job.
Look at the trolling. He's wearing Laker purple in Orlando.
Well, I mean, again, from one coast to the other, about to say. I don't know whose hatred's more, the freaking Lakers versus the Orlando Magic or my hatred towards Flop Dollar and TNA Wrestling.
Good luck with that.
You be the judge.
The answer is yes.
As I'm hashtag non-sports, shout out to Stat Boy Mike, by the way, who covered Monday Night Football. And B.D.E immediately on the attack, very fast with the tope suicida, cell phone in hand, trying to take Flop Dollar off his feet before he gets inside the ring. I don't think the bell is officially rung yet for this match to begin. Over the top with a high dive.
I hope he has assurance on that phone.
I'm sure that NXT Sarah recovered. Though Priscilla Carey told us how much NXT people make, and it's not a fucking lot. Power Rangers are officially underway for this impromptu match. As impromptu as it gets. Again, folks, 7 of the 8 matches you're seeing tonight were literally made last night on TNA Impact Live, including this. And one swat by that Flop just took B.D.E out of the air and grounded him.
Not that I like giving this man credit, but he does have one of the best looking choke slams there are.
Well, when you're that statuesque, I guess you get Paul White a run for their money. Swing and a miss by AJ.
TNA, you really do find yourself, because he has completely changed my perception of his talent since his WWE days.
He's still an ass clown. Swing and a miss off the second rope, crossbody, caught though by AJ Francis.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, well, I'm the commentator. I'm going to say it.
He's definitely an ass hat.
Well, every time he's on our screen, he's an ass. He's an ass because he put somebody through a table to get a match, or the whole entire locker room teams up against him. I'm so damn glad both men and women did that, by the way, at Bound for Glory. Trying to take that giant Woodward down. Even a big Flop needs to breathe. Hard to breathe, though, on a super hold. Electric chair drop, though, removes B.D.E from his throat, unfortunately.
I mean, B.D.E started hot, but momentum has definitely changed.
Well, again, definition of speed versus power. What happens when a rubber ball hits a brick wall? There's your answer.
I mean, it is smart to try to, take it to him because he shocked him, right? But now momentum is no longer there.
About as AJ Francis believes he's more famous than most people here in TNA Wrestling. He certainly believes he's far more famous than B.D.E and far more capable than B.D.E. Looking to send a painful message and put this young boy in his place. Take a look at the replay here, Walter.
Yeah.
That is a nasty drop with a heavy load dropping on you.
He did what he knows to do best, is drop.
Open palm strike, though, to B.D.E by AJ Francis. B.D.E, by the way, less than 1 year experience, trained by Sami Callihan and Ace Austin out of Pile Driver Wrestling Academy. He's literally only been involved now in 16 matches.
His poor chest.
Been in the ring with Rich Swann, AJ Francis, Brent Oakley, Jake Chris, and even Katie Arquette.
He's bringing it to him, though. You got to give him credit. He's not afraid of him.
Well, he's got a great heart. I'll give you that. His very first match, by the way, was against AJ Francis. No disqualification, and AJ Francis won that night. And AJ Francis, with the knee, flops up and over to the floor and lands on his feet. But I hate to freaking give that Flop credit as due. That was a seamless, smooth transition off that running knee strike. Oh, and now Francis literally rearranging B.D.E like a horseshoe across the ring post, hyperextending the right arm and right leg. How about breaking into the business? Break a man before he even begins. Hoist it up on AJ Francis' shoulder. Oh! AJ Francis, though, sent face first in the ring post. B.D.E with the pump kick now, trying to bounce back here. And a big PK, rocks AJ. Still on his feet, though. Looking to follow up. And again, AJ Francis catching B.D.E. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a bad way, Noah.
Gosh!
Ah! Did you see the way his neck landed?
That was not a clean apron power bomb. To your point, B.D.E crushed across the apron, crashed to the floor.
They call that the hardest part of the ring for a reason.
And take a look at the way that B.D.E landed, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like, ugh.
That was on the shoulder. That was not picture perfect split down the middle. Might be over before it even begins for B.D.E here in TNA Wrestling.
Bro, he might have a separated shoulder. It was like right in the elbow shoulder area.
Frank Gasher right now starting his 10 count here, and AJ Francis perched on the second turnbuckle on the opposite side of the ring. Figuring it's a foregone conclusion right now. They might have a count out victory.
And of course, this punk ass would take a count out victory.
Count of 7 now. And again, AJ Francis has hardly freaking moved. And a count of 8.
B.D.E
Count
is
of
struggling.
9. And B.D.E just rolls back inside the ring.
It's about 9 3/4 right there.
Again, AJ Francis will immediately back on the attack. The boot across the throat of B.D.E.
To be honest, how smart was that? I might have took the loss and lived to fight for another day. Why roll into this giant?
Again, heart and tenacity goes a long freaking way, Walter. You and I both know that.
Mm-hmm. But at some points, you got to use intelligence, too.
Well, AJ Francis has yet to use that, but this is very smart right now. Just wearing down B.D.E. His modified rest hold, looking for a submission victory, possibly. B.D.E trying to get back to a vertical base, though, and create separation again. Now attacking the midsection of AJ Francis, trying to break the grip of AJ. AJ throwing him in the corner, though. Follows up, gets the boot up. Once again, B.D.E trying to fight back off the second rope and takes AJ Francis out at DDT.
This may be it, Noah.
And man, huge opportunity here off the second. Cut the springboard cutter!
You better take advantage now.
Yeah, about to say, critical moment here. Spring off the top. Missile drop kick takes AJ Francis off his feet again. Now B.D.E into the cover off the leg. A kick out at 2. Damn it. By AJ Francis. That would have been a massive win. Keyword massive for B.D.E in his second match in his just starting TNA career.
That would have come out of nowhere, too.
And B.D.E trying to tune up the Bland here. Looking for Bell the Beast, and AJ Francis catches the boot. AJ saying, not today. Uh-oh. Hooking him up. And meanwhile, oh my God! Somehow Canadian Destroyer!
Where did that come from?
I don't even freaking know.
He pulled that out of nowhere, literally.
B.D.E scouting AJ Francis. Oh! This is enough for running boot and B.D.E. Oh! AJ kicks out 2.5. How the hell did B.D.E counter this and turn it into a destroyer, Walter?
I don't know, but they need to show. There's the replay. I was going to say, that was crazy.
Again, didn't end the matchup, though, and neither did that running boot. Now B.D.E once again going up to the top rope. B.D.E looking for a huge win here again. Double star with a splash, and AJ rolls out of the way.
Much like M by Elegance, there's things to take away in losses, man, because he's impressing right now.
And just cut in half with that spear, though, by AJ Francis. Yeah, AJ Francis might be looking to go to the pay window here, Walter. Got B.D.E Guzzo looking for contact.
One of the best choke slams in the business. And why isn't he covering him?
He's looking to make an example out of B.D.E. because we know AJ Friend's been the biggest joke in TNA wrestling since he's arrived here. B.D.E. though still asking.
Ever defiant.
Well, B.D. says, give me more, and AJ Friends has no problem doing that. Oh, God, another down payment. Double down. AJ Francis in the cover. God damn it. And AJ Francis wins. And the crowd goes mild.
This is what a champion look like. You don't have a title, dumbass.
This is what a bench warmer looks like. Well, either way, AJ Francis is stepping over the newcomer here of TNA Wrestling, B.D.E. tonight at Turning Point. His viral content creator and YouTuber and young, bright up-and-comer just got dropped hard. Double down payment by Flop Dollar here as AJ Francis gets the win at Turning Point. You said yourself, Walter, tonight's a turning point for not only this company, but everybody involved. AJ Francis right now trying to turn the page on his career and his past, beating B.D.E. tonight. Hope that's the last time I don't got worried about seeing him tonight. But right now, it's time for the injury report, courtesy of Bioflex here for TNA Wrestling. As, of course, I'm sure the injuries have stacked up until last night. Again, Mike Santana, after the attack by the NXT Rejects and Robert Stone, his injury is undetermined and his status is undetermined as he's been missing since losing the TNA World Championship to Frankie Kazarian. And Elijah's concert was interrupted last night by Mustafa Ali. And as Mustafa Ali was interrupting Elijah, he once again compromised those triceps, torn triceps now. Elijah is out indefinitely after that guitar shot to that arm.
Who knows about Santana too, man?
And who knows Nick Nemeth's condition. Nick Nemeth, again, was assaulted. While he has no injuries and he's cleared, we don't know the physical well-being of Nick Nemeth nor his mental psyche. And that's your injury report presented by Bioplex for TNA Wrestling.
It's a little too convenient that Nick was attacked, huh?
Yeah, about to say. And here's the only last world champion in TNA Wrestling, not named Leon Slater, Steve Maclin. Still TNA National Champion. Let's go ahead and get his thoughts towards that.
Man, it's Leon and Steve Maclin have to hold the fort for TNA right now.
Yeah, the only ones that can hold the line.
Well, as a veteran, and thank you because we just passed Veterans Day, I think Steve Maclin knows about holding the line.
Whether with an army or by himself. But again, Maclin says whether it's 2-on-1, doesn't matter.
He just said 6-on-1, 7-1. Calm down, Maclin.
Okay. You were talking about heart versus mind earlier, front towards enemy. You might as well be going on a suicide mission.
Right. He knows what those two are capable of. He respects it, but he don't give a shit. Nothing stopping him from his destiny tonight. You want to fight? You want to go to war? I'm the absolute worst person to do that with.
That's true.
I told you he's combat veteran.
I mean, again, shots fired by NXT, and Avery said she had nothing to do with it. You're the Rock's daughter. I don't trust you. I don't trust WWE, especially with the ticket prices inflated more than ever, and the fact SmackDown's going to 3 hours next year, again in January. There's nothing good about WWE, in my opinion. Nothing. And while Steve Maclin is not afraid to go into war alone, these two aren't afraid to hurt each other tonight as Indi Hartwell prepares to go to war again against Dani Luna, this time in a no disqualification match.
I'm not used to seeing Dana Luna in singles action. I mean, I know what led up to this, but still, sheesh.
Well, speaking about up to this, here you see it last night. These two faced one-on-one, and Hartwell had enough of Dani Luna's shit. After Dani Luna brought a steel chair in the ring, Indi Hartwell was the one to fire the last shot and got disqualified. looking to send a message to Dani Luna, who's been affording her backside since that heel turn earlier this year in her fall with Jody Fred.
And remember, Indi still has a title shot coming on later.
Well, that remains to be seen, as we did see Indi Hartwell lose at Bound for Glory, but Dani Luna is looking for her first TNA Knockouts World title shot. And just 2 weeks ago, she beat her former tag team partner, Jody Fred, literally putting Spitfire in the past behind her. Dani Luna has gone to business for herself.
Yeah, at the very end of the day, it's a selfish business.
Well, if you're not trying to be number one, get the fuck out. And Dani Luna is finally trying to do that on her own. And And I don't think Dani Luna forgot what Indi Hartwell did to her last night with that chair salt.
She's looking for I see a stop sign.
Against no provocation, anything goes. Use anything you want. And to your point, still chair. Dani Luna fired up here tonight, looking to rearrange the spine of Indi Hartwell.
Indi's not going to come through the front entrance, is she?
I don't know. We'll find out here momentarily. As the heart won't quit, the heart won't back down. Indi Hartwell's already came prepared. Chair in hand. These two are not here to wrestle. They are here to fight. Again, folks, this is a no disqualification match. And Hartwell swing a miss.
Well, she disarmed her.
Well, Hartwell came prepared, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way this match can end is via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Someone told me these two are not going to stay in the ring, though, after last night. And a little bit of kendo stick. Oh! That Singapore came right up the spine of Indi Hartwell. You think about this, Walter. Dani Luna has been a tag team specialist in the duration of her TNA career. And now Indi, chair in the midsection. Indi Hartwell, who came into TNA this year at Rebellion, has been nothing but a solo competitor.
Mm-hmm.
And Indi Hartwell right now looking to become the knockout, trying to find her turning point after losing at Bound for Glory, to your point, on her shot for the TNA Knockouts World Championship to Kelani Jordan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She already got a title shot.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do I have to remind you of the history here? Face first,
No.
Indi Hartwell on the timekeeper's table. I'm trying to...
Either way, she's a future champ.
Well, you would hope so. It looks like Dani Luna taking a refresher here and literally spitting it out.
Hey.
Oh, that's not sanitary. Oh,
Frankie had to wait 20 years. Indi can wait a little bit.
The ultimate hydration here, apparently, at TNA Wrestling. Dani Luna right now looking for more plunder and need for me. Another steel chair coming into play. Dani Luna, of course, like I said, would win over Jody Fred just 2 weeks ago. Of course, turned to her own personal matters after losing her chance in the 8-4-1 match, and then Indi Hartwell winning that to win her TNA Knockouts World Championship opportunity.
They actually gave these two dangerous ass women a ring full of weapons underneath.
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised how personal this got. I mean, again, Dani Luna has been trying to break Indi Hartwell since Indi came into TNA.
I think she has one of the most unbreakable spirits right now. She's been through enough.
I mean, about to say, the heart won't quit for a reason. There's a reason why that's her theme. And a ladder coming into play. Let's not forget Indi Hartwell knows how to do things not only her way, but the Gargano way. Formerly part of the way, alongside Candice LeRae. Oh, it was flying by Dani Luna to Indi Hartwell on that ladder. The fact of the matter is, Walter, while Indi Hartwell was getting the plunder, it allowed Dani Luna to recover.
Yeah, it takes time to go look for a weapon and find it, and you're giving your opponent all the time in the world while you do that.
Got trash can, we got a ladder, got Singapore canes, and a chair right now in the ring. Who knows what else is underneath there and what else these two want to use against each other.
I shudder to think. Is that a long ass screwdriver?
I've never seen a screwdriver that long, but I think Dani Luna is looking to rearrange Indi Hartwell's face or choke her out here, literally using it underneath the throat of Indi Hartwell here. Modified sleeper hold.
You can use it as a backup to the tool that loosens the turnbuckle.
But it doesn't matter here if Indi Hartwell doesn't quit. That doesn't win the match.
No, I'm saying that's where that would be under the ring. Like, the ring crew could use it as a backup to take off the turnbuckles.
And again,
Or
Dani
tighten them.
Luna has been hell-bent to go after the TNA Knockouts World Championship before anyone else has a chance.
Oh my God! Did you hear that? If that would have hit her.
Oh, man. Well, that hit her, though. Running her back first in the steel ring steps. Surprised Dani Luna didn't have a stinger effect prior to that, though.
We got the ladder. We had chairs. What's left, Noah?
Tables! Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a no disqualification match without TLC, and it's not tender loving care.
Somebody's been watching Toy Story. We're about to get Woody.
Indi Hartwell again, though, giving Dani Luna great time to recuperate, though, and I don't know if this is wise. Turning your back on your opponent.
It's the problem. It takes too long to set it up. Like each weapon.
Dani Luna right now taking advantage of that opening, to my point, as Indi Hartwell right now withdrawing face first into that table. Now being set up on the apron.
Let me get rid of that screwdriver. I'm so nervous about it. Move it. Move it.
We see what Don Kyles can do a bit. Indi Hartwell, though, up on the shoulder. Whoop. Got Dani up on the shoulder. Woo, and Dani nearly pushing Indi into certain disaster.
That's sand.
Powder! Thrown in Hartwell's face! Blinded! Wait a minute, what the hell? Oh my God!
Whoa! What the hell was that?
Blanchard and dropped head first. The counter kick on it too.
Dude, the way she did that was almost like a rope-assisted tiger bomb. I don't know, a tiger like dragon German.
Well, the way she landed was horrible. That was a deadlift German on a blind Indi Hartwell from outside the ring to inside the ring, landing high on the back of her head and neck. Take a look at the replay here. Indi blinded by, I can imagine, powder, and look at the way Indi lands. Almost face first, nose first, almost turned her completely inside out on that suplex.
That was like a 3-step suplex. That was crazy.
And somehow Indi was able to kick out as Dani Luna lining up Indi Hartwell with that kendo stick. I almost feel like at this point, Dani Luna is not here to win. She is here to send a statement. The fact that Indi Hartwell, not only challenged for the TNA World Championship, she's the reason Kelani Jordan has in the first place. Probably fuels Dani Luna's ire even more.
Wow.
And both these women are focusing on singles gold, not tag team goals. Get to the midsection there. Again, Indi Hartwell still partially blind. You gotta imagine she's fighting on instinct alone here, Walter.
Definitely, dude. That was a lot of powder to her face.
Yeah, they're just shoving a stop sign in the spine. Someone tell me Dani Luna does not want to stop this assault.
Dude, so far this is the match of the night.
About to say, there's no red light here. There's nothing but a green light for forward momentum for whoever wins this match to try and go after the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
This is the Knockouts division, man. Both women's matches were great.
Well, again, there's a reason why the Knockouts been the premier division of professional wrestling since 2008. Truly the alternative. Indi Hartwell now looking to follow up here. Drop pull hold up by Dani Luna. Face first goes Indi in the chair. Now Dani with a running lariat. And then now she pumps the leg and Indi kicks out at 2.
Indeed, there was a lot of water under the ring when you pulled that up. You need to wash your face, man. I know you can't see.
Dani Luna right now trying to control her inner rage, knowing she has Indi Hartwell dead to rights. Surprisingly, Hartwell is still alive in this fight tonight, and this sure as hell is a fight.
And there's nothing the ref can do about it. She's just there to witness the tap or count to 3, basically.
Yeah. Both these women again trying to carve out a path. We talk about this being a turning point. Both these women looking to turn the page on their careers. Indi Hartwell trying to get back to TNA Knockouts World Championship. Dani Luna looking for her first. Oh, jeez. And chair, I think, was right on the shoulder blade. Or her spine, I'm not sure. Either way, that was nasty. Nothing about Dani Luna has been anything honorable and pretty as of late, Walter. That's for damn sure.
Not at all.
Well, you talk about yourself, though. Sometimes you need to go into business for yourself. You need that aggressive edge. We saw the turning point in Dani Luna's career when she had fallout with Indi Hartwell and Jody Fretz.
That's the problem. When you were tag team specialists, at some point people wonder, like, can you do it on your own? And they wonder, and they make all these comparisons. And eventually, like I said, it's a selfish business, and you do. If you're not here to be the best of the champ, why are you in it for?
About to say, what comparison do you put with Dani Luna, though? Dani Luna has been nothing but a tag team specialist in her TNA career prior to this, as I said.
Mm-hmm. It's like Marty Jannetty.
Indi Hartwell right now grabbing the ankle of Dani Luna. Dani Luna trying to set up a bed of woe with those steel chairs and another chair wedged in opposite corners.
I mean, pretty much the only tag team that never like went off on their own and he stuck to being a tag team forever was the Legion of Doom.
And Dani Luna avoiding certain destruction here. Indi Hartwell, though, with the candlestick, swinging and lying at Dani Luna's midsection. Trying to hook her up for Hurts donut. Dani Luna able to escape, though. Oh, and kicks Indi face first in that steel chair. Not done yet.
Ooh, Blue Thunder Bomb.
Cover two and kick out.
She did a Blue Thunder Bomb on chairs and still didn't win.
That was a modified Blue Thunder Bomb. Not nearly enough revolution on it, though, and I think that's the only reason Indi Hartwell kicked out.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying about Legion of Doom, they basically were like the marriage of tag team. They literally, it was Death that took them apart. That was the only time Animal was on his own.
Rip, and you're also right. Take a look at the replay here, though, Walter. Using the top rope, to your point, modified Blue Thunder Bomb on a steel chair, and somehow Indi was able to kick out.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do the Blue Thunder Bomb like that.
Let alone on freaking better chairs. And again, Dani Luna lining up Indi Hartwell with this kendo stick. Again, the heart won't quit, but her body might before her spirit. Well,
I'd rather land on a better chairs than what the women on Dynamite did with the better nails.
Demonstrating blind guts tonight. We are showing perseverance by Indi Hartwell here. And Dani Luna is trying to choke out Indi with a kendo stick.
She got it under the throat, too. Position. She got it under the chin, I meant, right in the throat.
And that's modified leverage, by the way, with that kendo stick, though. But notice how it's not perfectly aligned with Indi's throat. Now Hartwell back to her feet, but carrying Dani Luna on her back here with that kendo stick still braced against her throat. Indi Hartwell still partially blind, by the way, by that powder. May not know where her surroundings is. Trying to push Dani Luna in that steel chair that's falling out of the corner, but does force the separation.
It was smart for Jody to force Indi to carry her weight because, let's be honest, there's a big weight difference.
Big shots here by Indi Hartwell. The average with Dani Luna. Sent back first into that ladder.
Somebody needs to tell the wrestling industry that ladders were meant to climb, to like change a light bulb or paint the roof paint a house or change a roof. Not for this one stuff.
All these women trying to climb the ladder of their success toward the TNA Knockout Championship. Spine buster on the ladder. Indi Hartwell with the cover. And no kick out at two by Dani Luna.
Give Dani credit. Did you see the way her knee landed on that ladder? The back of her knee, did you see it? I hope they show a replay because her knee got tangled.
I would say her whole body got contorted there on that unforgiving, unwavering ladder. Dani Luna and Indi Hartwell still continue to fight in this no disqualification match.
Dani kind of pushed her off.
I'm about to say again, Indi Hartwell again is not seeing clearly. What is it going to take here? Ooh, using the top rope. Almost a stun gun against Indi Hartwell's throat. Now Dani Luna looking down on the outside and oh dear God. No. Wait a minute.
Whiplash effect.
Is
she trying to do that same suplex but through a table?
Exactly. Remember that table is still on the outside. Big boot though by Indi Hartwell to Dani Luna. Dani Luna now laid across that table.
I shudder to think what's on Indi's mind.
Well, in this type of match, Walter, the only thing that literally limits you is your imagination and how far you're willing to go to win this no disqualification bout, to prove a point. While you should challenge for the TNA Knockouts World Championship to be the knockout. Indi Hartwell now going up to the top rope. I sense disaster. Incoming elbow drop through the table.
In the elbow, but the cover doesn't count outside the ring.
For Dani Luna's Black Heart.
She went for a cover, but the cover doesn't matter on the outside. I think it was just instinct. She hooked her leg and covered her. I don't know if you noticed it.
Yeah, I did. Take a look at the replay here, by the way. A show-stopping move. Elbow drop to the heart of Dani Luna through the table, and both women crash and burn to the floor. Good Lord.
You know what? Jody needs to be thankful that it's not a false count anywhere match because it would have been over right there.
And Indi Hartwell right now bringing Dani Luna again inside the ring.
Or at least you got to believe it would have been over.
A full
turnabout's fair play?
Oh, trying to set up Hurts Donut, I think, with the top rope. Dani Luna back inside. Oh, vicious back elbow rocks Indi.
Damn, that was the side of her cranium.
And again, Walter, to your point, this match can only end via pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Dude, that could have concussed Indi to that elbow. That was right to the side of the temple.
Now, Dani Luna probably looking for Luna landing on the steel chair. Meanwhile, Nick Hartwell. Donut from Franco, Dani Luna in the chair. And then Hartwell with the cover. Indi wins this no disqualification affair.
Dude, that was nasty, the way she used the chair. Oh, my God. Dude, her throat was draped against the back of that chair.
The Heart did not quit. And Dani Luna, literally, her fire put out tonight by Indi Hartwell in this no disqualification bout.
No offense, because I like her Indi and this weird. I didn't know she had this nasty side in her like this.
Cassie, be proud. That was impressive. Take a look at the replay here, Walter. To your point, jaw first, Hurts donut on the roof of that steel chair. A move passed down by Johnny Gargano to Indi Wrestling, as Indi Wrestling wins tonight at Turning Point.
Damn, Indi.
All the steel chairs, the elbow through the table, all those candlestick shots, that ladder. Indi Hartwell put her body into this win.
Dani, that's your fault. You brought her to this point.
Well, think about it, though, Walter. Maybe Indi Hartwell needed to be brought to this point. Maybe this renewed a spirit in her, a confidence in her. Indi Hartwell, an impressive win, looking for a turning point to no doubt become the knockout and the knockouts world champion.
Maybe all she needs is one more opportunity to Kelani or the winner of that triple threat match.
Well, the jury is out. Is there anybody that can prove that the Heart can't be stopped? We go backstage with Santana Marella and the liaison of NXT.
So has the investigation started tonight, or Carlos said it's going to be launched?
Apparently hired more security.
I feel like Dark State can still find a way in here, Noah.
Apparently just trusted Santana Marella, and Santana Marella apologizing for his outburst earlier.
I mean, when you try to run an organization and people just keep invading, you get pissed off too, you know?
Yeah, and again, in the heat of the moment, even for me, I want to believe Ava Raine actually is integral, because I also do believe that the general managers of WWE actually don't have a superiority complex. And I do think that Ava Raine and Cinderella have done good things for each other in this partnership. But the fact of the matter is, we got NXT rejects in TNA right now, ruining things in TNA again.
Hey, man. I'll never forgive them for what they did to the X Division title.
There's a reason why I no longer cover NXT. Period. And I'm not changing my mind unless you pay me. Anyway, that being said, to your point, Walter, we know, of course, that now a form of invasion is even being done by the TNA president. So I got to ask you, do you think that Nick Nemeth or Kazarian were involved in this? Was this an inside job? It just seems so far-fetched. This happens all of a sudden.
Dude, Stevie Wonder can see that Frankie Kazarian is involved.
Of course, fans heating up. So to come later tonight, Nick Nemeth will be teamed up with Frankie Kazarian. And Steve Maclin said if Mike Santana doesn't show up, he will still take on these guys 2-on-1 in a handicap match.
I know, Santana. You would literally have to put this man in a hospital bed for him not to show up. I'm telling you.
Well, why don't you go ahead and talk about these 5 knockouts in this relic of the past as we turn our attention to the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships? The inspirationally become fighting champions have been caught up by 2 teams. The newest team on the scene, the Angel Warriors and Crawford and Blanchard. Here's their taglines, by the way. Inspiration, of course, won the titles last month on Impact, but Blanchard and Crawford have only had 2 matches as a duo, and the Angel Warriors are undefeated 5-0 as a tandem in TNA Wrestling. If there was to be a title change here, Walter, the Angel Warriors might surprise us.
Yeah, but why does Crawford and listen? I give her all the credit for her sobriety, but why is this still a thing? Her and Tessa, like why?
All I know is this: I don't cover NXT. If Crawford and Blanchard win these titles, I may no longer cover TNA Wrestling. as we get ready for this triple threat match. Be a lighter schedule for me, that's for damn sure.
I mean, I'm glad she's still around, like in terms
I'm
of
not.
life and things. No, I'm talking about personal, what she's been through. But no, this doesn't need to be a thing right now.
Well, apparently, this has been a thing since Tessa Blanchard returned to TNA Wrestling, and that vixen has been along Tessa Blanchard's side. Tessa Blanchard, of course, coming off that bullying win against Mean Gia Miller, thanks to a roll of quarters, let's forget, at Bound for Glory, the undeniable Diamond, looking for her first accolade as the TNA Knockouts World Champion for the first time.
I get it, Noah.
To return.
I get the reference to the quarters, but that was the dumbest ending to a match. I swear.
It's Tessa Blanchard. She doesn't give a shit what we think. She cares about winning and making sure things are about her. And thanks to this relic of the Divas past, we very well might be looking at the darkest day in TNA Knockouts tag team history.
Oh my god. Yeah, Tessa's not even dressed to fight. Like, is she gonna rip that off and have gear underneath? That's not her wrestling gear.
Well, from hell to heaven, here comes Zaya Brookside and Lady Lee soon enough, the Angel Warriors. And we can only pray to God that if they don't win, they neutralize Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford.
I'm going for inspiration and hoping they win. But if anyone dethrones them and still make me happy, it'll be these two.
Well, as we, of course, point towards our Mortal Kombat combatants and the Angel of the Ring, Lei Lee, of course, has a chance to make history, not only winning the TNA Knockouts World Title tonight, but possibly the TNA Knockouts World Championship at Gold Rush. The newly formed Angel Warriors, Zaya Brookside and Lei Lee, mutual respect for one another, foundations of TNA wrestling, literally became a tag team only a couple of months ago and have already 5 victories in a row together.
Yeah. I've been on Mortal Kombat lately. The last 2 days, I've been on that game too.
I mean, we've seen sisters work together in Mortal Kombat play, whether you force it to happen or whether you actually believe it. Melina, of course, and Katana. The first ones I think of Sonya Blade and Scarlet. I think of course, Sonya Blade and her daughter in the new generation. And then this new generation of TNA Knockouts Tag Team Division. Yes, thank you, Cassie. There very well could be someone else to inspire us. But no one's more inspiring to me in TNA Knockouts Tag Team Wrestling than the inspiration, Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee. Our 2-time TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
Wow, they could double as referees in that outfit.
Hey, I'm for it. And of course, we know that Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee, they came back to win back these championships and prove that they're the best to ever do this.
The best moms.
More natural than the Bellas, more aligned than non-friends Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, more capable than any of these other competitors in the ring on a tag team level. Cassie and Jessica McKay have redefined women's tag team wrestling and taking back the cornerstone of the TNA Knockouts tag division after being the Elegance brand shortly after Slammiversary in a 19-minute bout on television in the main event.
These two are so silly and funny. They really do inspire me. She looks like if the Progressive Girl wrestled.
I mean, hey, I like the flow. But that being said, Cassie and Jessica McKay need to realize while their morals and their merit want to be fighting champions, they are at a disadvantage. They do not have to be involved in this decision to lose the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships.
What is Crawford doing? Why is she pumping the air?
The less I mention Crawford, the better off I am.
Yo, Tessa is not dressed to wrestle.
Apparently she's going to speak. Oh, God. Why is she speaking? Why did someone give her a mic?
Why is she speaking in Spanish?
She's not able to clear to compete tonight? Damn.
Crackheads, retirees, and what was the second one?
Disney adults.
I
mean, she's not wrong.
Who's going to replace her?
there's someone else that trusts Tessa. TNA Knockouts debut. Mila Moore? Okay, well, that's a change up. Mila Moore, who literally just got signed to the TNA Knockouts division. This is one of the newest knockouts here, as we just heard last night on Impact Wrestling. And she is a prima donna and a billion-dollar princess child for damn sure.
She's dressed like she should belongs in the Elegance brand.
She's dressed like she belongs to be Tessa Blanchard's partner, but apparently Tessa Blanchard's not regular to Pete. So apparently, Mila Moore and Victoria Crawford will now fight in place of Tessa Blanchard, taking her place in the triple threat TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship match.
Is she a second-generation star, too?
And not much is known about Mila Moore, I will say that. But apparently, somehow, it's terrible enough for Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford to allow them to be in her presence.
I knew something was up. I pointed out immediately that Tessa didn't look dressed to compete.
Mila Moore, by the way, is a freelancer with 5 years of wrestling experience, better known as Kaylee Morga. Again, former IWC Women's Champion for 378 days. This is her TNA official sign debut. She's only been previously involved here in 2 other matches this year in TNA Wrestling. Primarily been involved in Major League Wrestling, IWR, and other independent promotions. She had 1 match back in 2022 in All Elite Wrestling. Bell reigns are underway. Been involved in the business since 2020. Took hiatus for 1 full year. Looks like we're kicking things off with Lee and Cassie Lee.
Tag titles or not, man. Not too many people say their debut is a title match.
About to say. And again, we also got to consider this. Oh, nice roll up. Cover now. Only 2 women are involved at the same time. You can tag out to anybody. But first pinfall submission inside the ring will seize the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships.
No, that's right. You don't have to tag your own partner.
And right now, Lee up on the shoulders. Go through, cover. Cassie gets a 2 count. And we know that the Inspiration and the Angel Warriors have huge respect for one another. Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard can give a fuck less about anybody else. Tag there now, McKay.
Tessa cares about 2 things: diamonds and herself.
Nice double team there against the Angel Warriors by the Inspiration. Now taking it to Crawford and Moore. Kicks in the midsection and arm ringers, kicks in the back, and the Inspiration right now are working on all cylinders. Basically, pick whatever they want. I'm about to say. And now the Inspiration going after anything that's not inspiring here inside this TNA ring.
Bring around the Rosie.
Again, it goes back to that nonverbal communication, that years of experience and trust. There it is. That's inspiring, damn it. That just makes me happy. A blind tag, though, by Mila Moore, and a double stunner there by Crawford. Top rope to the Inspiration. Mila Moore is now legal with Lee.
Makes you happy or makes you inspired?
You be the judge. And right now, Lee trying to hoist up Mila Moore. Oh, and down she goes, the stalling vertical. Cover now, they have new champions that kick out too. Victoria Crawford, though, eliminated the knockout tag champions for now, though, plays in favor of the Angel Warriors here. Now, Zaya Brookside legal. Nice PK. Running sense on Fabio by Lee. Cover now by Lee. Hook on the far leg, and a 2 count on Mila Moore.
This does not work in the champ's favor to have both of them be out. You want one of you in the bench involved at all times so you can play defense against your titles.
It could be a strategy, though, Walter. The less you work, the better you can pick your spot. At the end of the day, in a triple threat, it's about picking your spot, I think. Cheap shot there by Crawford, picking her spot. Wretched witch. Mila Moore right now taking advantage, though. Lee up on the shoulders. Oh, drop first across the top rope.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't defend you don't have to be involved in the decision to lose.
And kick out. Well, again, it goes back to the pride of being champions. Again, they want to be fighting champions, but sometimes, I always say, hubris can be your downfall. And now Crawford, God help me, is legal. Face first goes Lee in the corner.
Damn, she's aggressive.
She's always been aggressive. She just always had a screw loose. Still does, in my opinion. It's the midsection now. Mila Moore is legal, and despite the fact Mila Moore and Crawford have never tagged together, so far these two are working very well together.
I mean, smart. They're keeping Lee isolated in their corner.
And again, that's the key. You isolate a member of another team in your corner. And do you not want to try and go after the newer team versus the champions here? Who do you find the more vulnerable target is also part of the strategy, especially for a team that literally just started today.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
of course. Go ahead.
They're a new team, Angel, but they're not new to the business. I mean, they're still two formidable people.
Now, Ling Lee, of course, trapped right now in Mila Moore in the middle of the ring, possibly looking for a submission or wrestle. The inspiration's got to be aware, though. A sense of urgency will have to come into play at some point here, I feel.
That's what I mean. You got to play defense.
Oof. Now goes Ling Lee, hard whiplash by her hair. Stopped in the midsection now by Mila Moore, once again neutralizing Ling Lee's chance to make a tag to her partner or even get the inspiration back in here.
Hey, Mila's kind of impressive.
Mila Moore is very aggressive, as you can see right here. You thought she was very humble, and then she showed you her true colors last night in TNA Wrestling in that video package. Definitely full of herself.
She's impressive.
Double team now. The TNA Knockouts tag team chance by Mila Moore. Tag made to Crawford again. And lately again has been isolated away from her partner. And lately Lee can ill afford any injury here or vulnerabilities. Well, let's not forget, she's going to be involving Gold Rush for the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
What is that, 2 weeks of is she in the first week or the second week?
I don't fucking know. One of the 2 weeks. Get to the midsection and up kick now by Ling Lee, trying to make separation with Roy Crawford. Finally does so here. Good time maybe Mila Moore though. And Ling Lee hoisted forward. Time made Zaya Brookside. Zaya, the angel of the ring, finally inside here. Daughter, of course, of one Robbie Brookside. Off the ropes here. Up and around. Nice takeover there by Zaya Brookside here. Of course, been a standout in the TNA Knockouts division since last year, January. Oh!
Zaya makes me happy.
Nah, she does. That's one person that does make me happy.
She's so bubbly.
And Zaya
it's like now, Willow. Like, I love when Willow's in the ring. I like when Zaya's in the ring, too.
High cross body. Here's a hook of the both legs. And the inspiration with the save.
See? Got to play defense on your titles.
At the end of the day, there also is no disqualification here as that Wicked Vixen is trying to neutralize the tag chance again. Out goes Cassie Lee. Triangle. Oh, man.
Ooh, that was a good kick. Yeah.
And Crawford. Mila Moore on the double team boot. Covered now by Mila Moore on Zaya, and everybody breaks it up.
It was almost like an insecurity, but she hit the knee at the end of it.
I'm about to say, you gotta be aware of everyone at all times versus just your partner here in a triple threat match.
Dude,
now,
the women are
right now.
The women are showcasing tonight.
Well, again, this is the Knockouts division and Crawford. Cassie Lee, Jessica McKay, Zaya Lee, Zaya Brookside, and Mila Moore right now fighting here. And again, boost in the midsection right now. There's fights going on 3 corners here. I have no idea who's legal. Jumper going to Mila Moore. Spinning solo though by Ling Lee to Cassie. Jumping kick by Jessica McKay though. Crawford with the loop pass crash.
I love you though. You're so funny,
Brookside with the code breaker to Crawford, thankfully. Again, Mila and Zaya, I believe, are legal, though. Zaya hoisted up in the back body drop suplex by Mila. Now, I don't
even remember who's legal, to be honest.
I believe a blind tag was made, though, by Cassie Lee outside Mila Moore's vision. I don't know if Lee was aware of it either.
I don't think she is.
Up to the top rope, Mila Moore. Whoop. And Lee, messy landing on the apron here. Now, Mila going up to the top.
Ooh!
Let's not forget the background of Ling Lee, of course, in MMA.
Karate.
Situation in karate. Shot to the midsection there. Both men finding opposite corners here. What the hell is this?
WWE really fumbled her.
Oh, no. Oh! And Mila Moore face first into the ring post.
That's how you introduce somebody. That's how you introduce somebody to a pole.
That's close.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is she figuring here?
They're in her landing.
Yeah, Red!
Cassie was the only smart one and said, nope.
wiping out Mila Moore, and meanwhile, Zaya Brookside idolizer. Two, that's how you inspire.
Remember, she made the blind tag.
And that's why they are the tag team in women's wrestling. Cassie and McKay retain the TNA Knockout Tag Team Championships in inspiring fashion.
She counted with the referee. I love when she does that.
That's because they knew they had the win here. Again, the awareness, the experience. As you see, Carlos Silva here presenting the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions on the TNA logo to the tag team in TNA Wrestling.
Team Mommy
Cassie and McKay still inspiring the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Division. Congratulations to my favorite pairing. There you have it. Carlos Silva does not know how to dance, so don't try. I mean, I'm about to say, I guess the inspiration can inspire anybody, right? Wow, this guy's got worse moves than me. Well done, Justin McKay and Cassie Lee. Finally, I have a reason to be happy tonight. Finally, something.
I'm telling you to click the light on, but never mind. I got this light, so no. You want to? Why do you want to mess with my stream? Here, the remote's right here.
What are you all talking about now?
The lights behind me. She likes messing with them. She wants to change them.
All right, that's random, but okay, you all do whatever.
It was green because it's Christmas coming up. Even though I don't feel Christmassy and I hate it. But, oh my God, Lee. She's still waiting on you for Wheel of Fortune too, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We'll do that. What is next weekend? Full Gear. What's the following week? War Games. We'll do it after the following weekend.
I'll host it.
No, I'm a sore loser. If I'm a loser, I'll walk away.
I know you're a sore loser. He's gonna beat you too. He's quick with it.
Integrity is a key part of anything.
Walk away and the stream will be done. No, I'm that type of sore loser.
I know how big of a sore loser you are, honey.
Oh, for love and feet. Anyway, as of course we get ready here for our next match, we got a moment to breathe. So I just want to say again, please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And again, if you're enjoying the coverage here, super chat, pay up, as simple as that's produced for the biggest shows, favorite specials across all things wrestling. As this is very impromptu, we have a modified break here as we look back at Bound for Glory. We're trying to be special on TNA Plus here in the foreseeable future.
That was a special night.
Well, yeah, it was for the most part. I mean, again, the beautiful people and Mickie James inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame, and rightfully so. An emotional speech by freaking.
That was the low point right there because that match got corrupted.
We don't talk about that. You want me to be somewhat happy? We don't talk about that. I'm just saying.
So that match is the Bruno of us all.
Look, the less we talk about that, the better off we are. But just know, again, now and forever, it is not my NXT! Well, the action continues here at Turning Point, though, as again, this is TNA Wrestling, or at least it's supposed to be, as we get ready for trios action here. Whether or not Ali you trust, or you believe the Hardys are going to be fully loaded with Cedric Alexander and his prime. 6-man tag team match is up next here at Turning Point.
Seriously? Hey, Connecticut, we moved. Stop sending us jury duty.
Well, I'm about to say, apparently they didn't update your census. As Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands look to update their stand in TNA Wrestling as the predominant faction, looking to bounce back from losing Hardcore War at Bound for Glory. And you know we got to watch at the end of the day for Tasha Steelz, who's been an invaluable asset to the Order 4 and Agent
The
Zero.
Boricua badass. Hold on.
Another one of your, representing the culture. Agent Zero, though, was almost the unstoppable secret weapon for Mustafa Ali and the Order 4 at freaking Bound for Glory. Very unique to this matchup. As of course, it was Cedric Alexander that was the catalyst to Mustafa Ali's new confidence, thanks to Tasha Steelz' manipulation. And of course, we saw last night on TNA Wrestling, Jason Hodge in singles match against Sid Alexander. Cedric able to get the win though, but Mustafa Ali and the Order 4 assaulted Cedric after the match, and the Hardys came to Cedric's aid, which led to this trios match here tonight. Again, I know the drill. My mouth is currently closed. All right, thank you, by the way. It's fed again, folks. I'm going to remind you, please remain handsets for the free what's going on in SmackDown Live, or you will be banned. We will be talking more about that here at the Bubba Studios, tomorrow on Shenanigans, and stay tuned for our coverage of Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden next week, Monday night, as TNA Wrestling Turning Point continues. And Matt, I'm doing okay now that I saw the inspiration hold on to the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. So, again. Again, Order 4, though, has been trying to make an expense opinion against everybody else here. As here comes the Hardys, still TNA World Tag Team Champions after beating Team B.D.E, of course, in one last table. Of course, also Tag Team Champions across other companies as well, including Fourth Rope, as you see them wear the Fourth Rope Tag Team titles.
This is small, whatever it is.
Oh, boy. I'm about to say, that girl is extremely happy. And, of course, they're also, I believe, the House of Glory Tag Team Champions, much to James.
Are they still?
I don't know, actually. I would have to probably look that up. Either way, Full Sail University seems pretty loaded as they're on their feet, rocking here with the Hardys. And, of course, as we said, Walter, the Hardys have basically retired Team 3D.
Yeah, well, they went out in a blaze of glory, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Bully Ray knew that he was dead to rights after Devon was wiped out with a nod back to SummerSlam. And yes, they are still the House of Glory Tag Team Champions, by the way. Currently, the Hardys held 3 sets of Tag Team Championships. They've been the TNA Tag Team Champions, though, now for their 4th run here for 118 days with 5 successful defenses. As we saw that embrace where Bully Ray gave the boots to Jeff Hardy, truly an endgame. But I'd say to leave the boots in the ring is one thing. To hand the boots to your opponent, that is a level of respect very rarely matched with your rivals in this business when it comes to the end.
Sorry, my brother was looking for a towel, taking a shower.
All right, that's cool.
And plus, I was showing him Tasha Steelz.
And that's his favorite.
No, he doesn't know anything about it, but I was showing him Tasha. I was like, release your Puerto Rican. He was like, oh.
And again, you got to wonder if Agent Zero and Tasha Steelz will get involved here in this trios match we are underway here. It looks like Sid Alexander and Jason Hodge are going to pick things up where they left off last night.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Mustafa Ali was on commentary last night during that match, in case you're all wondering how he was so involved so quickly and so promptly.
Why does Hodge remind me of what Pac used to look like?
It's a pretty good similarity.
Oh, my knee, Noah. My knee hurts.
Follow up there, PK by Cedric. Here's the cover and a 2 count. Again, there you see Agent Zero looming in the entranceway, Walter. We got to watch out for that secret weapon. So much unknown about that guy, too. Now, Matt Hardy up on the second rope here. Again, Jason Hodge. Oh! Double axe handle to Jason Hodge's left arm. As the Hardys look to delete the Order 4 and the Great Hand's chances of ever becoming TNA Tag Team Champions.
Dude, what is up with the flow? We're already like the 5th, but we're almost at the main event. This flew by.
TNA always does that. We've always talked about that, dude. And hello, Sandy. It's also good to see you. And again, it's what we do at some of our studios, cover all things wrestling. And again, now Matt Hardy deleting John Schuyler's arm here. And again, it's one of those things where there's something for everyone. So, find what you love or find something you can love. You don't have to like everything, but you certainly can try anything. As again, Matt Hardy is deleting John Schuyler now across the turnbuckles. And again, for a show that was really made 24 hours ago, to at this point, it has been very quick. To at this point, the only match left is the X Division Championship, the 8-man tag, and the main event tag team match. Still up for debate whether or not we're actually going to get that because no one knows where Mike Santana is. Up and over goes John Schuyler to the floor. And Jason Hotch. And the Hardys right now getting this match in favor of their side. Hotch set up and over right hand in the midsection. And a tap made out of Sid Alexander.
I mean, I know the Hardys are the epitome of a tag team, but they never work. They don't work with Cedric?
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is this? Now hoisting him up and oh my! Launching Hotch into the rest of the order floor. And to your point, by the way, about Lakers cars earlier, notice the purple and gold on the order 4, Walter. I guess that's just the thing right now. We're going to remind people that we're the bad guys. Hate us because we favor the Lakers versus the Orlando Magic. Again, literally, Jason Hotch just hoisted up and over, released power bomb. Right now, Tasha Steele's trying to regroup the order 4. Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands talking strategy, clearly. The freaking secretary keeping her man in line. We'll see, of course, Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander picking off where they left off at, of course, some anniversary when Cedric arrived. And Mustafa Ali, of course, beat Cedric Alexander, getting his own WrestleMania moment back. And right now, Cedric just throwing Ali in the corner. Vicious knife and chop, rocking the chest of Ali. The Irish whip, and of course, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, forming the heart and soul of 205 Live. Ali up and over, swinging a miss, low by Cedric. Ali again picking up speed off the upper side of the ring. Again, don't blink with these two. Pop up. Power bomb! No! What a kick out. Woof. Talk about impact, Walter. Sheesh.
Right? Ooh. Ali almost went through the damn ceiling right there.
I mean, it's not hard at Full Sail University, considering how low that ceiling is. Back elbow, though, swinging a miss. Cedric Alexander. Miss through the cage, that's Ali wipes up off his great hands. German suplex by Cedric and a kip up. Sending Ali up and over. Meanwhile, Tasha Steele's distracting the official, though. And Cedric, wait a minute, armor check. Ali able to scout it. Oh, I went to the eyes. And threw Cedric to the outside. Again, Tasha Steele's playing invaluable to the order 4.
When is she not?
Watch it there, a big boot to Cedric Alexander.
That's a big man.
Yeah, wiping Cedric out on the floor. And again, the referee didn't see anything because of Tasha Steele's. You see right now how Agent Zero has once again neutralized the field. And all he knows, of course, that Cedric Alexander is legal, just mocking the Hardys, and Matt Hardy had enough of it with a cheap shot.
Exactly.
Every more Matt Hardy, if he does that again, they will be disqualified here. The non-legal man can't do that type of stuff.
Hey, man, do they even care? It's not like it's for the titles.
I'm about to say, I don't know at this point. I think TNA is trying to be somewhat integral, but again, the jury is out.
We'll find out.
Well, I mean, about to say, I'm tired. So Alexander went face first in the top turnbuckle. And again, let's not forget Mustafa Ali and the Order 4 took out Elijah last night with that guitar shot to the left arm. Further compromising shoulder injury. There's no good driver there by Cedric Alexander. Drops John Schuyler, drives him down hard. Doesn't go for the cover, though. but this could be a huge moment for Cedric to make the tag. After suffering a loss in hardcore war, you gotta imagine Mustafa Ali will stop at anything to win this match tonight. Whoa, man!
Ooh.
Back body drop.
Dude, Ali be catching height on his when he gets back body drop.
Yeah, no kidding. Not Jason Hodgkin, though. Watch out with Enziguri, though. For only a moment, though, meanwhile, John Skyler pulls Matt Hardy off the apron, preventing the tag. Rolling kick. Brock Cedric now going for the cover. Is that enough here? And Cedric is at it, too. About to say, though, again, this match swinging like a pendulum here when it comes to favor and momentum here.
Nobody can keep momentum at all.
Jason Hodge, though, fired up here. Might be looking for what was passed down to him. Mustafa Ali rolling in. Look for the cutter. Oh, my God! Divine driver! And again, Alexander able to scout that. Just like last night on Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible counter. Tag made to John Skyler. Tag made to Matt Hardy. Now Matt Hardy to meet John Skyler, center of the ring. The Irish whips and off the ropes. Big elbow. Of course, we saw the broken Hardys at Halloween Havoc lose the NXT Championship just to Retribution, unfortunately. Irish whips and off in the ropes. Back elbow, though, to the temple. Oh! Drop down with a net breaker. Again, Matt Hardy looking to delete on Skyler, excuse me. Left and out the fake. Again, overhead by body drop to Jason Haas. John Skyler, though, able to scout it. Got the tights. Roll up. Got 2 counts. That was a messy side effect. Don't think you got all of this.
I don't think so at all. You okay?
Yeah, I got hiccups. I hate that.
Okay.
It's all good. Thank you, though.
No problem.
Get to the midsection. Looking for possibly a twist of fate. Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but he just bugged him in the head. Meanwhile, Skyler with the cover.
Alexander kind of lightly interrupted it, if you noticed.
Well, you can see how close they were to the opposite corner.
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest to try to do that.
Well, whatever Mustafa Ali used, he almost stole a win there as John Skyler nearly pinned Matt Hardy, won half of the TNA Tag Team Champions. Tag made out Jason Hodge. Again, the referee did not see whatever Mustafa Ali did. Irish whip, now Matt Hardy, legal Mustafa Ali. Ali up to the second rope. The corner, midsection. Matt Hardy looking for a twist of fate. DDT! Now, at this point, though, both teams need to tag again, and Matt Hardy looking to make.
Who did he tag? Ali kind of dove at both of them.
Apparently, the tag was made to John Skyler, and the tag was made now to Jeff Hardy. Now, Jeff Hardy sent into the battle. The snapmare. Drop kick to the back of the head and neck. One half again of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, as I said earlier. Get to the midsection after being the Nemeth. And a twist of fate. Follow-up splash. Here's the cover by Jeff. And a kick out of 2. Woof. And again, this match, momentum swings in favor of the Hardys. Tag made to Matt. Tag made to Cedric. Might be looking for some triple team offense here. And Jeff Hardy right now, poetry in motion. Above Matt to John Skyler. Cedric is legal, though. All 3 men, though, isolating order 4. Twist of fate. Lombard check.
1, 2.
Cover 2. And the great hands and Ali break it up. And somehow everybody pushed into the pinfall there. About to say, saving the matchup for their team, the order 4 did. Slingshot spear by John Skyler. Get to the midsection, though. Jeff Hardy looking for the twist of fate again. And turns into a net breaker. Now Jeff Hardy possibly looking how to steal in the ring, though. Not going to allow Jeff to make it up to the top rope, but not getting physically involved here either. Look at the Swanton bomb. Ali pushing the Tasha Steels. Now Tasha on the back of Ali. Get to the midsection. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh! Twitch the fake to Tasha Steels and Mustafa Ali. Now they're hurting in the cover. What the? The referee pulled out by Agent Zero. Mustafa Ali's personal weapon once again has re-engaged itself. And the Hardys have not faced Agent Zero just this time alone, folks. And last time it did not go well. You want to talk about people with statuesque demeanor here. Oh boy. This is not going to end well. Agent Zero standing with the Hardys. Meanwhile, Sir Alexander with equalizers, possibly chairs. Chair in the midsection now. And the Hardys trying to break down Agent Zero. If possible here, there is no referee in play. Agent Zero driven to the outside with that steel chair in the spine. Zero right now, chairs in the midsection. This is what you got to do to neutralize this secret weapon. The Hardys pushing Agent Zero all the way back up the entranceway right now with these steel chairs. Especially Agent Zero right now being sent back. While Sir Alexander, Mustafa Ali, I believe, are still into legal men. And the referee thrown back in. John Schuyler trying to get involved. Jason Hart trying to
How did I get so far behind you all of a sudden?
Swing and a miss. Oh, the low blow. Referee didn't see it. Inside cradle. Small package. Oh, let him steal that.
I still got the match going on with them hitting Agent Zero with the chair. How did I get so far behind you?
I don't know. Just go ahead and let me know once you see the ding, ding, ding. But Ali gets the win, folks.
Dude, you and me were so in sync this whole time.
Buffett, I told you, dude. Sometimes this service fucking does that. You just fix yourself, all right? You're all good. Just let me know. But basically,
Ali rolling up. Ali just rolled 1, 2, 3.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Ali literally stole it. He stole it. I said the order 4 was going to be in a no-lose scenario. They were going to win by any means possible. Tasha Steels sacrificing herself again on behalf of Mustafa Ali in the order 4, and Mustafa Ali steals the win tonight at Turning Point.
By the way, if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm perfect so far tonight in predictions.
It might be, but at the end of the day, who the fuck cares?
I care. Let me live in my glory, damn it.
That's fine, fair enough. As the Hardys in any sort of combination, technically just lost a match tonight in the order 4. And Ali we trust. Ali's plan worked. And it was a full team effort.
Dude, Tasha stays sacrificing herself. She don't get enough credit.
Yeah, for what it's worth, there is no denying how invaluable Tasha Steels is to this foursome. And then, of course, right now we take another impromptu commercial break. And apparently they talk about Full Sail University and the students that get an opportunity to see how a wrestling show is put together and hone their own skills, whether camera work, production, lighting, gaffers, etc. As, of course, Full Sail's mission is to give students real-world experience. As of course, TNA Wrestling has partnered with Full Sail University.
Full Sail University.
And there you see a glimpse, by the way, Walter, of the production. There you take a look at it.
Why would they show that?
Well, this is earlier on the production trucks. They wanted to make sure that there is nobody involved in that bullshit we saw last night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And this is also where you learn how many cameras, how many angles, how much goes into producing a TNA show. That's wild to think about, by the way. Look at all those cameras. Talk about how a system works. Speaking of how a system works, the system, once again, is looking for a reboot, and they might have to get an upgrade as they will lose a member come January. But tonight, the system works in all cylinders. Coming off the video of Hardcore War, it's Moose, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and JDC with Alicia Edwards in the corner, taking on the Rascalz and a mystery partner, Myron Reed, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz. 8-man tag team action are up next here at Turning Point.
Yeah, this is where I get a little nervous. I think I learned to stop going against the system, though.
Well, let's see what happens tonight because, again, as I pointed out, we saw the system work as a true unit, a family, the foundation of TNA Wrestling at Bound for Glory against the Order 4. And as we heard last night on TNA Wrestling, JDC is officially retiring in January. Genesis will be it.
Hey, yo, dude, that strikes me as so odd. He's not up there in age like that. I mean, wear and tear though. This business does a damage to your body that's irreversible.
And the damage to your mind as well. If your body doesn't break, your mind might waver. Either way, we have the system in full tonight here in 8-man tag team action.
I mean, how many times have I said the only time somebody's 100% is when their first match?
I'm curious to see who this Rascal is going to be.
Better not be somebody from NXT.
We got Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel. Of course, we saw Myron Reed that incredible match against Leon Slater for the X Division Championship. And Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel are former TNA Tag Team Champions and TNA X Division Champions in their own right.
I want to see. Come on. Let me know who it is.
Let's find out here. Smoke them if you got them. It's back!
Oh!
Desmond Xavier!
That's so weird. Like, so you're just gonna forgive all that? And he grew his
former Wes Lee from NXT. Time heals all wounds, apparently, Walter.
And he's got the braids back?
You see the emotion, the embrace, as we're seeing for the first time ever, the full Rascalz.
I might have to. Damn it! And I picked the system to win now. There's no way they're going to lose. No way Rascalz lose now.
5 years ago, Desmond Wentz, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, excuse me, ran roughshod and smoked in and out of the treehouse across TNA Wrestling in trios bouts and efforts against the likes of Moose and the North. Wes Lee and Zachary Wentz went on to go on to NXT. And while I want to achieve greater things, we have all the Rascalz back home, including Myron Reed, for the first time ever in TNA Wrestling as a team.
I got to get used to his new name. Xavier, is it?
Desmond Xavier, that's his original name.
Desmond.
Not his WWE slave name. What a moment, though, right now, as the system was honored that the Rascalz wanted to face them. And I think the system couldn't be happier to see the Rascalz in full here tonight. That you see Zachary Wentz, by the way.
I forgot the system are faces.
This bout is founded on mutual respect, as this is JDC's last stand with the system, practically. When you consider that again in January, JDC will be retired, as Desmond Xavier has returned home tonight in TNA Wrestling. This is what TNA is all about at the end of the day.
Were you expecting this?
And where some of the most prideful go to the retire. You were saying, Walter, Bellrain's ran away.
When they said mystery partner, were you expecting this?
After JJ showed me that tweet, 110%.
Oh, I didn't see the tweet. What was the tweet?
Home. Welcome back home, Desmond Xavier. The waistline now, Myron Reed with JDC. You figure out the immense history here, the camaraderie with the Rascalz, even in rivalry, Walter. While the system have been a foundation of TNA Wrestling since last year, January, the Rascalz go all the way back before the freaking pandemic.
That's right. They were smoking them, and they had them since then.
And, of course, Killer Kowalski, of course, in 1999, trained many of these men, including JC and Eddie Edwards. I took about Tierra's there on Myron Reed. And again, I wonder if we were going to Fandango here, possibly. I'm about to say, let's not forget, for those that don't know, we're talking about a guy who's retiring that beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Yeah, you heard me right, folks. This man that's retiring beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. I'm just saying. Good grief. And Myron right now trying to keep things cool here for the Rascalz. Great agility being shown there. Drop toe, crossbody, leg, woo. Oh, wow, that two with the leg into the guillotine leg drop. That undeniable style, swagger, and goofy confidence the Rascalz have against each other, in each other. Trey Miguel now squaring up against Brian Myers.
Man, the wrestling business is crazy. They were just rivals last year and hated each other.
Well, again, time heals all wounds, and I guess you forget about the past and move on to a brighter future.
And now there's actual pep in their step today.
I mean, if the Rascalz weren't fired up before, they've been more fired up now. Nice skip up cover and a 1 count on Brian Myers for Trey Miguel.
I didn't think you would see the 4 of them on TV together
I
again.
don't think I would ever see the 4 of them. This is the first time ever. We're seeing the full Rascalz compete in TNA wrestling as a squad. Nice shot by Eddie Edwards to Trey Miguel. And, of course, the Rascalz in the system go way back, including their feud over the TNA Tag Team Championships. Let's not forget, the Rascalz and the system traded the titles against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of Zachary Wentz, former one-time X Division champion against former TNA World Champion, TNA Tag Team Champion, Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards, who's been ride or die of TNA wrestling since 2017, alongside his wife, Alicia Edwards, who's also at ringside. Manhattan drop. Zachary Wentz, rebound. Nice overhead belly-to-belly suplex there. And, of course, Eddie Edwards also came to us through Pro Wrestling Noah. Oh! Out of the corner, of course, Zachary Wentz, former Dusty Rhodes Technical Classic winner, corkscrew cover, and a 1 count. Alongside Desmond Xavier, might I add, MSK. At the end of the day, Walter, this match is about competition and respect.
That's all it's about. That's all you can do is earn. Ooh, his debut. I mean, his return.
Welcome back, Desmond Xavier, to TNA Wrestling.
Why does Moose want to go against him?
Because Moose and Desmond used to fight each other prior to the pandemic. Like I said, Moose and the North used to feud with the original trios of Rascalz. And Desmond Xavier was at the forefront of it. It's being sold on, and of course, right now, Desmond Xavier taking on the face of the franchise. Former TNA Grand Champion, TNA World Champion, TNA World Heavyweight Champion, TNA X Division Champion.
And this is the Desmond I recognize. He looks right with the hair like that, man. I hated the short haircut.
This is the Wesley that first came into NXT alongside Nash Carter to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and the NXT Tag Team Championships. Moose at the top turnbuckle now, multiple attacks by the Rascalz, and the Rascalz ganging up on Moose here, 4-on-1, bringing Moose down to his knees. Combination offense here with the Insiguri, and a forward double stomp to the spine. Rascalz assemble into the cover. Kick out at 2.
Oh, I got scared because I think I picked the system.
Well, do you trust the system still at this point, Walter?
I can't. Every time I don't, I'm wrong.
And again, one vicious chop, though, and Moose has turned this thing around, bringing Zachary Wentz to the system's corner, tapping out of Brian Myers, and the system, again, knows how to use the numbers game so damn well. Again, they've been the foundation of this company since TNA was brought back in 2023. Ironically enough, at Bound for Glory. And then, of course, we saw it was hard to kill at 2024. Oh! Jumping knee, rocking Brian Myers.
Wow. That was a good knee.
Critical moment right now here in this 8-man tag team match. First ever tag team match. Full on Rascalz versus the system. Tag made Eddie Edwards. Tag made to Desmond Xavier. Double drop kick takes Moose and JDC down. And Desmond isolated with Eddie Edwards. Combination into the stunner.
Ooh, running cutter. RKO, basically.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Again, former NXT North American champion, a man that truly was all heart for a long time in NXT. Running drop kick to the shoulder blades, and Desmond Xavier hasn't lost a single step. Got a new sprinter step, it looks like.
Bro, it's only been, what, 3-4 months?
Oh!
Nice tornado, DP.
Where it shoots the half.
When did he get released? It was like 3-4 months ago, right?
Yeah, literally.
So the 90 days came up.
I
wonder if you go to TNA, do they count the 90 days against you, or because it's a partnership, they'll let you cut it short?
Well, I mean, it's not too far away from an acquisition, so it wouldn't surprise me. Again, beautiful takeover DDT, shoots the half, hard leg covered back press, 2 count for Desmond Xavier.
That'd be interesting to find out.
And of course, remember, to your point in a previous life, this guy was the enemy against the Rascalz. We also saw prior to that, though, Desmond Xavier, backpack stunner, teamed up with the Rascalz against No Corner Catch Crew.
The majority of last year and earlier this year, you can see them out working together again.
Knife edge chop, and Moose now legal. Pump kick to Trey Miguel.
He literally called him dead weight, didn't he, earlier this year at NXT?
Exactly. Drop kick! Desmond Xavier drops to the floor. Now Myron eats a pump kick, and Moose, Oh, God, vicious. Uranagi running senton, and Moose, the 5-tool athlete, single-handedly has wiped out the Rascalz.
That is not somebody's arms you want to run into.
And back into the fight, Desmond Xavier has Moose looking to send him. Got a hell!
Damn!
The win and a kick out.
I don't know about you, but there was some extra oomph in that.
Blanchard almost back to NXT or 2019 with that ridiculous powerbomb.
Moose almost knocked the wind out of himself. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. Now JDC legal. Moose, though, has Desmond up the shoulder. Myron B coming to the aid of his fellow Rascal. Big high boot to Moose's face. Desmond, though, caught by Moose. And the power. Oh, and the knee in the back of the head. Into the Dominator. A JDC legal, I believe. Rascalz again, though, wearing out the system here.
I can't keep up with who's legal.
Overhead kicks by Zachary, Wentz, and Trey Miguel. Watch out. Moose stands in front of you.
Double team him. Triple team him.
Numbers game. And Moose right now dropped down to his knees. Combination kicks to the back of the head.
No, the irony of the numbers game working against the system. That's some irony for you, huh?
Yeah, shout out to Shiva with that special there with the triple drop kick with the revolution by Desmond Xavier. Desmond up and over. Tope Carlo.
He got caught.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, shot!
Welcome back to TNA. Goodbye.
Apron powerbomb. Corkscrew plunger, though, by Wentz, wiping out Moose on the outside. Oh, that's barely apron by Brian Myers to Wentz. JDC
Keep
wiping out
proving
Trey
you're
Miguel.
still Edge's bitch using spears.
Moose rock, though. JDC. The wild, strange man with Whisper in the wind. And Trey Miguel step up. Tope on Kilo wiping out JDC.
Did you hear that, man? I'm not going to say his name, but his new song that I shared with you, that's hilarious.
Yeah, about to say. And right now, Eddie Edwards saying bye-bye to Rascalz with a Tope Suicida. Trey Miguel got some distance on that. Again, the American Pie was great. Oh my God! What the hell?
Did he just do a cutter and then take out the entire match with take everybody out like a bowling pin?
That's exactly what he did. Look at the replay and the height. Lunging over that top rope with that cutter to the floor of Brian Myers.
Somebody got a strike.
That was ridiculous. Flame on. Speaking off the top rope, JDC, I believe, is inside the ring. Myron Reed up and over. Myron Reed sent face first in the apron, though. JDC running uppercut. Desmond Xavier hoisted up. Planted. Modified Blue Thunder Bomb. Senton drop by Moose. Elbow drop by Brian Myers. The leg drop by JDC. Has the system worked again. And the cover. Trey breaks it up with the
Oh,
double-knee.
a top rope Meteora ended it.
Holy
Dude,
hell.
he just literally took a move from each member of the system.
System overload to the max. Almost overheated, and Trey Miguel snuffed it out with that top rope Meteora.
The system almost. Whew, they might have to call IT. Noah, get ready for your phone to ring.
This is the definition of TNA wrestling, Walter. And right now, Trey Miguel squaring off against Moose here.
Are they even
Trey
having
Miguel
effects
fired
with
up.
those elbows?
Oh! Pump
That
kick.
answered it. That answered it.
Range shotgun drop kick by Xavier. President front kick though by Brian Myers. Myron Reed. What's out of close? What? Majors escape, jumping up with the rebound, Zachary.
I think he ducked under the clothesline and then did a kick up into Zachary.
I think you're right, but he got sidelined. Into Brian Myers spear by Eddie Edwards.
After a pounce.
Land those super kicks though by the Rascalz. JDC
Can I ask you
out
something?
the corner. Yeah, go ahead.
Who's legal?
I have no idea. JDC by Trey Miguel. Now Trey and Desmond. Double tiger feint kick to the knees of JDC.
Because
not done yet.
Desmond got covered a little while ago after getting all the moves. So I'm assuming Desmond is the legal thing for the Rascalz, is the legal person.
Bang! Hammer!
Quadruple stomp.
And a cover by Desmond! Oh my god, it moves Blanchard with a power bomb to break it
Dude,
up.
wait, they held Moose back so he can't do that. He turned it into a damn power bomb. Did you see that they were holding him in the corner so that he can't interfere?
This is fucking incredible.
Dude, this just stole match of the night so far.
Well, considering we're looking at two of the best teams of two different generations of TNA wrestling, the then and the now, fully together tonight at Turning Point, out of mutual respect, this is what TNA is all about.
I didn't think an 8-man tag team would make you this excited, though.
If it was anyone but Desmond Xavier, I would agree. Trey Miguel, though, sent up and over, sends everything to the outside, though. Everybody down the bars at the floor. Myron Reed, great Mitchell to skip again. Jumping into the stunner. Moose preventing it, though. Hooking Myron Reed. Now Moose and Myron Reed apparently the ring. Big how about to the heart of Reed.
You almost...
Escalera. Whoa, almost lost his footing. Escalera. And Moose caught out of it with a cutter.
Oh, that slip let him recover.
And now Wentz. A UFO cutter.
Don't forget how big Moose's head is, man. That headbutt, woof.
Double team on JDC by Trey and Wentz. Hot fire flame. Right behind eyes with Edwards on the outside.
I think JDC is still the legal person, too.
And Wentz, hot fire flame by Desmond Xavier.
It's over, 450.
Corkscrew, spiral tap. Back press, finally coming the Rascalz with the win.
Damn it! The one time I didn't. The one time I actually did trust the system.
The Rascalz break the system, coming fully together tonight, smoking them in this incredible 8-man affair.
That was a fun match, dude. That woke me up.
Woo!
That's TNA wrestling at its core, Noah.
Yeah, right. Look
Did they get
the conclusion of this. Shout out to the phenomenal AJ Styles, a spiral tap. Beautiful corkscrew splash.
Did they get it, Noah? Did they get it?
Man.
Did they get it, Noah?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Congratulations to Trey Miguel, Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz, and the returning Desmond Xavier beating the system.
Did they get it or you're not sure yet?
I'm about to say, it looks like I've got a little brace here.
Did they get your phrase or what?
I'm about to say, if this is JDC's one last ride, it's a hell of a way to literally nearly go out on this ride, as this truly encompasses why I love TNA wrestling. You know what? You know what? Just looking at this, in a battle of mutual respect, in a battle of what TNA wrestling is all about, I think I got it, but let's see what Santana Morales is going to first. And Eric Young saying the cleanse is coming soon. Eric Young now in the face of Tina Morella.
Did you see how his face changed? I can't even hear Eric Young.
Eric Young's always been a quiet person. Saying, oh, it's your fault.
All the problems in this company.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Walter.
That's all I heard. I can really hear it.
Since you're asking how I know it wasn't you. Do you think it was me?
What would Eric Young gain from being involved?
The cleanse is coming. The fuck does that mean?
Oh my god. Does he have another group that he's going to be in charge of?
I don't know, and it might be violent by design, but coming up next with a match that truly showed me the limits of tag team wrestling on a respectful front, and the first match that truly represented TNA wrestling at the strongest degree. I will say System versus Rascalz in full Rascalz mode with the return of Desmond Xavier. That's professional wrestling, damn it, as we get ready for our semi-main event for the X Division Championship. Here's the X Factors, by the way. Rich challenged Leon Slater last night on Impact. Swann's last single match in TNA was for the X Division Championship. But Leon Slater has not lost a one-on-one in TNA or NXT in the last 7 months, becoming the youngest TNA X Division champion in this company's history. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And this is the worst theme possible in TNA wrestling. Shout out to Vipers for sets. Again, if you want your dictate the conversation, super type of as simple as that. And honestly, Dakota Kai would fit anywhere as long as she is able to not get injured.
I prefer him coming all night long like he does in the Indies.
Well, maybe this match won't last all night long because after that, I think we need a cool down because holy hell, that was match of the night. That was fucking incredible. So again, welcome back home to Desmond Xavier. Congratulations to Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, and Myron Reed beating the system. Respect.
Let's not forget. This is a former TNA World Champion.
Yeah, and who he lost to? Oh, that's right, Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
and he was never the same after that.
It's not the same Rich Swann, but I know it's not the same Rich Swann, but I mean he carried the pandemic, and that's the old meeting the new because it's the new generation versus him now.
Well, you've been talking about how you want to see Myron Reed take on former X Division champions of the past. As the youngest in charge is about to take on Rich Swann. As the UFO has landed down at Full Sail University. And this current X Division champion, the 110th X Division champion in this company's history, Leon Slater, day 118 of his run, is going into his 8th defense tonight with wins over Chan Lorenzo in NXT, also over Javon Evans via disqualification, no contest. Fuck this NXT. Myron Reed, Dante Leon, Cedric Alexander, Jason Hotch, Manuel Dres, Marcus Mathers, amongst others. Leon Slater has truly proven to be a new cornerstone, endorsed by the phenomenal AJ Styles himself, the first ever X Division champion in this day and age of TNA wrestling.
Dude.
Man.
I just hope. I don't know.
What are you hoping for? Go ahead. Say your thoughts. What are you hoping for? Talk.
I don't want to bring it up because I don't want you to get pissed off, but they better do that rematch and do it right.
Look, all I know is this. If NXT interrupts TNA any further than they did at Bound for Glory, and I have Robert Stone and NXT Rejects fucking things up even more, you very well might be getting me very, very, very close to no longer calling TNA wrestling. But that's not here nor there because that last match truly showed me what TNA is all about. Now
you might turn into me when I was talking about Asuka the other day where you had to calm me down.
I'm about to say, you're a different story versus me. There's no comedy. I'm astute in my official opinions. No, it was just a question in the chat, and I acknowledged it for a little bit because it was a quickie. And again, AEW or TNA, either one will work for me. But considering I think the more evolved in this division is AEW after what I saw Wednesday night, her style I think she would fit in AEW. Bell rings were underway. Ding ding. For this X Division Championship match, our semi-main of tonight.
I honestly would wait. All right, and then have a mystery person in the Owen Hart tournament and debut her there if I was them.
I thought she was going to be the mystery person, honestly, or a wild card. And even at Daly's place, but that's not here nor there. Again, as I talked about before, Walter, we talked about before the division that is defined by no limits, not weight limits. Again, Leon Slater holds the legacy held by the likes of Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Chris Sabin, the most influential X Division champion in company's history, record 10-time X Division champion, Homicide, Douglas Williams, just to name a few people. And of course, you want to talk about most recent people. One Speedball Mike Bailey, Moose, they took the title off of, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and of course, Mustafa Ali.
You can give Moose the shit for the way the system was. That man elevated this title to the next level this year.
Damn right. And of course, Leon Slater elevated his career when he won that title against Moose at Slammiversary and was endorsed by the phenomenal AJ Styles. Let's see, we get a clean break here.
I need Slater versus Styles, I'm telling you.
Again, the jury is out because we know Styles is also saying that once his stuff is done next year, he's going to wrap up. Currently,
exactly.
Of course, tag team champion for whatever fucking reason with Dragon Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we got Rich Swann and Leon Slater with the lock up here in the middle of the ring. The side headlock being applied here by the X Division champion to the challenger. And the snapmare. And you did talk about earlier, Rich Swann, of course, his resume. He also has a father pedigree in wrestling with much more experience than the young OG Leon Slater. Signed from the UK.
Oh my
turning point during the UK tour.
Did you see how he landed on his feet?
Up and around, take Leon Slater with a takeover T. Harris. Can Leon Slater handle this? Wow.
Dude, Slater could very well be pretty much looking 20 years into the future if you think about it.
Yeah, it's very true. Rich Swann pumping like a pub on prom night. Great drop kick. Right to the chest.
Dude, Swann, say what you want. Swann is no slouch.
Well, I agree. I never doubted Rich Swann when it came to his ability. I just hate the company he's with. Oh, man.
Right? It's the company you keep.
Right here with that boot drop. And Rich Swann on the outside to the gourd buster. Now Leon Slater up and over with the plunge on wiping Rich Swann on the outside. And Leon Slater fired up. Good Lord. Taking it to another gear.
Thank God this is PLE because that would have went right to commercial. That would have been the perfect spot.
Look at the replay here, by the way. Literally launching himself over that top rope.
Dude, the speed, too.
Definition of speed. The X Division here with the highest velocity right now being led by Leon Slater. Rich Swann, by the way, folks, has 17 years of wrestling experience.
Been around the world.
No kidding. Nice shot there by Leon Slater, who's only has 6 years of wrestling experience. The youngest in charge that comes to us from, of course, Bradford, England, in the UK. Running in with that boot, turning Rich Swann sideways.
And throws him out of the corner.
He's only 21 years old, by the way. Put that in perspective.
Dude, he's got a hell of a future ahead of him. I mean, if he sticks with TNA, I think I see a future champion.
I mean, again, the jury is out whether or not he or J.Von Evans will live forever. As, of course, after this match, regardless, Leon Slater and J.Von Evans will be challenging Retribution for the NXT Tag Team Championships at Gold Rush. Double kick, rolling in, jumping, clothesline by Rich Swann takes down the champion.
To be young again, man. Whew.
Rich Swann, by the way, 34 years of age, 15 years older than Leon Slater.
Dude, he's still at that age where his body can recover. He can get up with no aches, no pains.
And of course, you did mention former Impact World Champion, 183 days. Former Impact X Division Champion, 194 days. Former WWE Cruiserweight Champion.
Dude, Rich Swann was Mr. TNA during the pandemic. You got to give him that.
If he was Mr., Deanna Purrazzo was Mrs. Long as she fucking ran. She advances over Trish Adora, yay. In the rear of our Women's Pure Championship Tournament. Nice chop by Rich Swann. Leon Slater giving Rich Swann one in kind. Another knife-edge chop by Rich Swann. And both these men trying to light each other up like Times Square tonight here in Florida at Full Sail University. Now Rich Swann off the ropes, rolling in. Pop up. Oh, under the knees before the splash. Inside cradle, up the leg, and kick out 2. Oof. Up and over. Leon Slater face first in the apron.
He's taking a shower now.
That was a nasty landing, by the way. Could have literally been across the bridge of the nose.
What do you want? Okay.
Leon Slater right now being checked by medical here at ringside.
Dude, he can't see.
I'm about to say, did he may have fractured an orbital bone, though? That would have been terrible.
He's saying he's okay. I think he's waving. They're asking how many fingers am I holding up. He did answer it correctly.
I'm about to say again, a blunt shot to your forehead could lead to a whole lot of negative. I'm fucking shit that's Hartwell Anglarian.
I think he kicked him right in the forehead, dude. Did you see that?
I think Rich Swann right now doesn't know where he is.
He rang his bell.
Slater's bell was rung though too when he landed on the apron, lost his footing there, and out to the top rope. Caught him there, a slipper kick. That might be it. We have a new champion. We have a new champion. Connor kick out 2. Whoa. Take a look at the replay here. Watch the way Leon Slater lands. Ooh. Gosh, I think he caught the corner of the steel ring steps practically. Man, maybe it's maybe it blocked some of the impact, but still, that was nasty.
Nah, his eye still hit that corner, Noah.
Yeah, and again, the last thing we need is Leon Slater having a fractured orbital bone or vertigo or any sort of concussive protocol ahead of that tag team championship match in Gold Rush. Rich Swann trying to take advantage, though, as the Edmonton title is still underway, and Rich Swann might look to exploit that said injury or impairment. Leon Slater up and over, hooking Rich Swann.
Caught him.
Turning him up and over, running him in, spin out. Oh, man, power slam.
A tornado power slam. Hey! All right, Leon realized it. He literally picked his opponent's shoulder off. That should have been a count, and then he realized it and switched the pin.
Yeah, great orientation there. Leon Slater with ridiculous revolution power slam.
Dude, take a look at that again. Look at the replay, Noah.
I'm about to say, I don't think Rich Swann knows he's in Florida, Canada, or California.
He may think he's back in London at the UK tournament.
Yeah, very possible. No stranger, like you said, Rich Swann world traveled. And Leon Slater right now, still, you see Leon Slater again checking on his vision underneath his left eye.
Come on, just do the 450 Swanton already.
Up in the fireman's carry, and again, picture perfect shot right above the left eye.
With the same eye.
Vision. Again, Leon Slater not know where he is. Rich Swann, though, deep roll up. Kick out 2 by the champion.
Dude, we almost had a new champ.
Whoa. Says Rich Swann on the outside. Of course, Tiger joins his hands via pinfall submission inside the ring. Now Swann back inside. Slingshot. Cutter!
Slingshot cutter. That was nice.
Champion time again. Back press. Look at the front leg. Kick out 2.
Yeah.
Woof.
That was nice.
That was very nice. Again, Leon Slater, explosive counter offense when needed. Now looking for something big here. Hooking Rich Swann. Leon trying to step over.
Oh.
Step through and nodded his step. Look at the way Rich Swann holds his arms to the inside of his body.
Smart. Ooh. And then hit him right in the eye again.
Swann right now, again.
Think about this, too. The longer the match goes on, or the sweatier somebody becomes, and then the sweat gets in the eye, too. That's double blind.
Again, double kiss to the head, turning it around into the net breaker, though, and that's a great point, Walter, because sweat will burn that vision.
Mm-hmm.
The house call there by Rich Swann, the mule kick. Now Slater's down, Rich Swann's up, and Rich Swann looking to fly tonight high in Florida. Cross body! Hook of the leg! Do we have a new champion? Kick out again by Leon Slater.
Why did Slater jump up with it?
He was probably trying to catch him again in a cutter like he did before. Let's not forget, trying to scout Rich Swann, but to your point, the impairment of his vision probably took too much out of the champion to counter.
Yeah.
That was worse for Leon Slater because he was getting up. His body hit the man harder.
Mm-hmm. Dude, his eyes. That's the story of the match now.
Rich Swann probably was looking for that handspring cutter. And Leon Slater immediately grabbing the leg of his challenger.
And then chop.
That fish chop, open palm strike exchange here right now. Both men testing their Bushido, their fighting spirit. Which one will waver here? Leon Slater still holding the right leg of Swann. Great separation, big right hand. Leon Slater able to cover up though.
I think he's blocking it.
Oh, didn't block that boot though, did Leon Slater to Rich Swann. Rich Swann though runs in with a rolling kick. Once again,
pretty much
champion.
That was trouble in paradise.
Ring. Up on the shoulders though, Leon Slater hugging Rich Swann here. Slater.
Oh, 450 moves. The 450 senton. Let's go.
Utopia, the spin out airplane power bomb, center of the ring.
Bro, look how far Rich Swann is though.
Well, you know how far Leon Slater can fly. Whip for the 450, roll through. Rich Swann able to get out of the way. Rich Swann now followed up, sends up and over, lands on the apron. Great scouting by the champion and challenger. Looking for the slingshot cutter. Rich Swann countering it though. Now hooking up Leon Slater. Trying to play him in the DDT. Leon counter again. Up and over. Turn around. Take over, roll through. Cover up the round or two. Almost got a new champion.
Dude, oh my God, that was close.
Oh! There's the cutter. Rich Swann up to the second rope. Can he capture the title? 450! Cover! 2! And Leon kicked out.
Dude, we're in the Matrix. Dude. He's fighting himself, basically.
You literally said what you might be looking at in 20 years as we look at the now face the past.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said 20, but it's technically 15, right? He's 15 years older than him.
He literally turned 21 years old in September. The youngest in charge. The youngest X Division champion ever. And Cassie crowd at Full Steel University appreciating what both these men bring here to the cornerstone of TNA, the X Division. Where it's not about weight limits, it is defined by no limits. Leon Slater again stopping Rich Swann on the ascent. Overhead shot. Oh. Big slap side of the head. We've seen, of course, Rich Swann implement not only a 450 splash, but a double stomp or a Phoenix splash. We know Leon Slater loves that Swanton 450 to your point earlier, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, both men perched in the corner along the top rope here. Leon Slater inside second. Rich Swann sitting on the top turnbuckle. Open palm strikes, though. Big headbutt right above the left eye of the champion. Meanwhile, Leon Slater somehow, though, springing up. Oh, God!
I thought he was going to go for a Spanish fly.
What a freaking throw! Kick to the back of the head, Leon Slater. Hooked him up! Silent splash! Shoot star! 2-10, kick out, 2.5.
Wow, you son of a bitch. Why are you teasing me like that? I just said I need to see it, and you do the style slash.
That was phenomenal. And Leon Slater on wobbly legs, on impaired vision, still looking to go to the high-risk district here.
It's over now. He's doing it. 450 Swanton.
Can he do it, though? Can he see him? Can he connect? Rich Swann in the drop zone. Swanton, 450 splash, cover. Slater retains the championship.
Hey, Cleveland. Nobody gets up from that, the Noah.
Visually impaired, Leon Slater still can see clearly as he is the face of the X Division of TNA Wrestling and still X Division champion, putting away another TNA X Division veteran. Take a look back at the replay.
After that Styles clash, he's teasing me, Noah. He's teasing me.
Again, Swanton 450 splash. That's as phenomenal as it comes, and your name's not AJ Styles. As Leon Slater puts Rich Swann down tonight at Turning Point. And good to see the Cleaver Con Andrew in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Again, folks, follow him for prime cuts and stay tuned when he moderates the No DQ review next week. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope all's well with you and your family. Congratulations, by the way, to Leon Slater, still X Division champion. What a performance.
You think Rich Swann's going to show respect?
I mean, you have to after a match like that. Let's be honest here. Both these men proved why, again, TNA Wrestling is the home of the division with no limits. There you go.
He kicked his hand and hugged him.
Yeah, about
AJ Francis is going to kick him out of the group now.
I don't need to shake your hand. I just need to endorse you. A rare showing of respect by Rich Swann in this day and age, especially towards a very worthy X Division champion, Leon Slater. And still,
I don't know about you, Noah, but the X Division title is in good hands.
I agree. Let's go to Gia Miller for a post-match interview. What a match. Woo!
Dude, the future is bright. It is nothing but up from here, huh, Noah?
You can only hope, at least for the X Division. Again, congratulations to Leon Slater. That was fucking incredible. And of course, he lost a family member. So this was for a passing for Valerie Slater, who passed away.
That's his mom or grandmother?
Valerie chants me out loud and proud. I'm guessing that's his grandma.
Yeah. Yep, this ain't Grandma Lee.
Grandma Lee.
Hmm.
Let's hear what they have to say. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone's saying thank you so much for that. You have no idea what that means to me. And of course, we got another paper match coming up on NXT.
I mean, she lived a good life. What, 84, something like that.
Yeah. The Wild 2025. His boy is bouncy. Javon Evans. Been a wild year for Leon, Javon, and me, Gia Miller.
Dude, that eye is bothering him. Do you see that?
Yeah, exactly. Again, I really hope he didn't fracture an orbital bone, or maybe bruised it. And Tuesday, they look to become the youngest NXT Tag Team Champions of all time.
Damn, they're just gonna keep breaking records, huh?
Well, it very well could be possible because we very well could see an NXT superstar and a TNA wrestler become NXT Tag Team Champions this coming Tuesday at Gold Rush. Like you said, the X Division could not be in a brighter light right now than Leon Slater. And maybe that's what NXT needs more than ever.
Dude, that's all we need. We've had NXT stars win the title. On the other company, we've had TNA people win the NXT titles. All you got left is the one from each company be a tag team champion.
And again, NXT Gold Rush representing AAA, TNA, and Evolve and NXT. Gold will be on the line galore over these next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for more on that. Someone will be coming into the studios. I will not. It'll be Tuesday night. That is a 2-week special event. This coming Tuesday, November 18th and Tuesday, November 25th, exclusively on the CW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As we have another commercial break.
Don't look at me to cover. I don't have access.
No one has access to that fucking channel, all right? Seriously, it speaks for its freaking self. Well, whoosh. As we got a moment to breathe and we get ready for our main event, I just want to say again, thank you all for tuning into our coverage of TNA Turning Point. I hope that you've all enjoyed so far. Please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Episodes of the shows, pay-per-views, and specials across all things wrestling. And while we're at a Turning Point tonight, there will be a new beginning for TNA next year when we once again present Genesis from Dallas, Texas. And again, Walter, as we wrap up the year for TNA Wrestling, Final Resolution will be our last TNA coverage this year. That is December 5th, as there's only a couple more dates for TNA Impact this calendar year before we bring back on your screens with TNA with Genesis in Dallas, Texas in January 2026. So everybody that's been involved in the TNA League, you have this show and Final Resolution left. Before I show you the winner, for anybody that's tuned in and stay through our final results. And as always, thank you all for tuning in. Again, we do this to be a show, special papers across WWE, NXT, TNA, ROH, AEW, and Iron Promotions. In a night where we saw the Heart not quit, Indi Hartwell was able to beat Dani Luna. we also have an internal investigation going on. We saw Jake Something beat the hometown man and Vance Warner. Leon Sarah over Cambridge Swann held the X Division Championship. The TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships are still inspired. The Inspiration beat Layling Lee and Sarah Brookside and Mila Moore as Tessa Blaine was not clear to compete. And Victoria Crawford. We also, of course, saw the Rascalz return home in full, but Desmond Xavier's return as the Rascalz beat the system, and Kelani Jordan beat M by Elegance, still holding the TNA Knockouts World Championship as the Order 4 beat Cedric Center and the Hardys, and AJ Francis beat B.D.E. Who the fuck cares? It all comes down to this. Our main event tag match could be a handicap as Nick Nemeth, the man that call your shot gauntlet holder, and the new TNA World Champion, Frankie Kazarian, team up against Steve Maclin. And if he's here in the building, Mike Santana. Otherwise, Mike Santana will lead Steve Maclin into a handicap.
By hook or by crook, he's going to drag himself in against doctor's orders.
About to say. If I see Maclin earlier on that says I don't matter if I face 1, 2, 5, or 6, I'm going to make sure to put those NXT rejects in their place. And if Mike Santana is not willing to fight for my side of what he went through, I will go into war myself.
Let's see if he's got a member on the platoon.
Well, we wait for it to see if his partner shows up. This should be the moment where we hear Mike Santana's music, and it should come through the Full Sail crowd. Again, we have not heard high nor tail from Mike Santana since he lost the TNA World Championship last night in this building.
I'm telling you, he'll show up.
I don't know. I hope you're right. It doesn't look like it, dude. It looks like but Steve Maclin is indeed going to go out alone. We also heard during the King's speech on the countdown, Walter, how Nick Nemeth told Kazarian, I'm going to call my shot. But first, we're going to show why we're the best damn thing to do this in the ring.
We'll see.
I'm going to have a reason to probably be really mad here in a moment, I fear. And you see his little brother, Ryan Nemeth, holding the Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy, now solely in possession of Nick Nemeth after Frankie Kazarian called his shot last night.
Ryan's accolades. I'm the brother to Nick Nemeth. That's it.
I mean, there was a song written about him, so,
I can hold the trophy that doesn't even belong to me.
Well, either way, Nick Nemeth still holds the opportunity where even tonight he could call his shot for the TNA World Championship or even the TNA National Championship. Let's not forget when Steve Maclin arrived, Nick Nemeth arrived, Walter. It was Steve Maclin that met him first. And here comes the new TNA World Champion and the heart of this controversy, now of this internal investigation being ran by TNA President Carlos Silva.
Let's see what this investigation turns out. It's going to be an interesting story.
I mean, again, the fact that these two have been bonded by the TNA World Championship pursuit since last year at Slammiversary when Nick Nemeth pinned Frankie Kazarian to win the TNA World Championship, that can't be lost in sight either. Although Frankie Kazarian's been going at this now for 20-plus years, a true TNA OG who finally won the big one, seizing his opportunity last night, created by NXT. Despite how it went down, I can't argue that Frankie Kazarian indeed has been a pillar of TNA wrestling, despite his attitude being anything less than deplorable. The fact that this man ruined Slammiversary, made it all about himself, and now holds the cornerstone of TNA wrestling is also not begotten on me as well. He's the guy that allowed Trick Williams' ass to leave that title at Slammiversary. I'll play Carl Silva for playing Kaz as prime suspect number 1 if he hasn't already. We do have security outside each entrance as well. Curtis is the Team Morella, and apparently the NXT General Manager, Ava Rain. And even Tom Hannigan agrees with my freaking dismay for this situation. The fact
What,
that
innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, I don't blame Tom Hannigan for believing that Kazarian's been the freaking mastermind behind this. You even pointed that out yourself. 20 years this damn man's been going at it. Looks like just me. So, screw it. Oh, well, Maclin save will go down, blaze the glory. He would be the only man that would literally take down an army. Here we go, Walter. No surprise to anybody that Steve Maclin would be the man to hold the line, even by himself.
Do they still have to tag in and out? Because Maclin is by himself.
Speaking, this is a handicap as the bell has rung, and Maclin's going to tag him back 2 men at once. The Skeleton is there on the outside. Wiping out the TNA World Champion. Now looking to wipe out Nick Nemeth, and does so with the Skull on the opposite side, as Steve Maclin has wiped the field out for now.
If anybody can do a 2-on-1 and it's believable, it's Steve freaking Maclin.
He's going to 3-on-1 though with that reject brother Ryan Nemeth at ringside.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The obnoxious man. Ooh. Big right hand there by Steve Maclin to Nick Nemeth.
The big loser. That's what he is.
Hoisted up with the Olympic slam. Now Maclin going into the cover. Gets a 2 count.
He does
I
that.
still can't help but think, will Frank Kazarian and Nick Nemeth actually coexist? Will they work together? Or will one leave the other high and dry?
Well, they end up fighting and they call the shot because we still got about, if it lasts to 11, you got like 29 minutes.
Oh, please no. And right now, Ryan Nemeth might see that Nick Nemeth might be in Maclin's crosshairs, but Kazarian wiped out, though, as Maclin looks to tag him, bag him. Come on, the crosshairs is Nick Nemeth. There's enough cover, and Ryan puts his big brother's foot on the bottom rope.
Son of a bitch. Can we get this son of a bitch? He has nothing to do with nothing. Can we get him back, to the back?
The most obnoxious thing not named Victoria Crawford in TNA wrestling history. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Remember, Sade was confronted by this idiot backstage.
Wet hair and all.
So what the hell is this about? And then I'm about to say, you want a judgment now? Oh, super champ, Sade Ryan Nemeth.
No man deserves it more than him.
About to say, that's the best beauty shot I ever got in life. And now we got Steve Maclin and Nick Nemeth involved one-on-one here. Kazarian, though, drops Steve Maclin, face was on the apron, swinging a miss. And Steve Maclin, driven into the steel ring steps. Let's not forget Steve Maclin took the TNA National Championship from Frank Kazarian at Bound for Glory.
So Maclin got some help at least.
Famous serve by Nick Nemeth to Steve Maclin. Now on the cover, sits in a kick at 2 by the TNA National Champion. Boy. But now we got a 2-on-1 that's truly going to come into play here because you suffer Kazarian with the nod to Nick Nemeth. So it looks like, Walter, both men have a common game plan here.
It's at least it's 2-on-1 and not 3-on-1 because it really was going to be 3-on-1.
Yeah, you're not wrong from that hindsight. I'll give you that. The Irish.
Remember,
Steve Maclin. Go ahead, Walter.
Eventually, remember, Frankie's got something that Nick wants.
Cover. And Nick Nemeth has already been there. Frank Kazarian just got here for the first time ever in his 20-plus year career. And it took NXT fucking rejects and Robert Stone to make it happen. And Nick Nemeth somehow attacked backstage prior to all that fucking fact.
And Nick held on to that title for a while, too.
Yeah, I can understand, though, why Mike Santana is so despondent right now to TNA. Thinking TNA gave him everything, and maybe TNA took everything from him. Again, was it TNA that did this? Was it NXT that did this? Was it NXT and TNA that caused this? Who truly is at fault here? I still say don't trust anything related to WWE.
Guys, there's a investigation. I can't wait to see the results of that.
Big scoop slam and Kazarian off the second rope. Springboard leg drop. On the cover, on the TNA champion, gets a 2 count. And again, whether Mike Santana will show his face again in TNA wrestling is a whole different conversation.
Pay attention to how Frankie tagged Nick.
I'm about to say, you talked about these two egos working together. And again, one man has it, the other man can call a shot for it.
Does Full Sail University, is the arena even big enough to hold these two egos together?
All ego even Page can't even work on your NXT on Tuesdays with his ego in that building alone. So the answer is no. Jumping elbow drop by Nick Nemeth. Here's the cover, like a diesel cover with a flex. Gets a 2 count on Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin, of course, the only ever two-time TNA International Champion, might I add. The inaugural champion who won that Unbreakable in the conclusion of the inaugural TNA International Trios Tournament. Shot the midsection here, and so far right now, Kazarian and Nemeth are working well together against Steve Maclin, while Maclin is still trying to fight back on his own and gets ran over by Frankie Kazarian.
I mean, Maclin's a big guy. He's a tough guy, but no, man, it's hard to survive a handicap match when you're on your own, man, no matter your size.
Whether or not they're folding or they're going to be assimilated by WWE, Sandy, that remains to be seen, but you're not wrong. There's a reason why the family value of TNA wrestling has shifted into more of a business complex with NXT.
We can tell. I'm going to keep an eye out on their ticket prices.
About to say. The fact of the matter that Nick Nemeth could catch in tonight, we could literally have 3 TNA World Champions in the span of less than 48 hours, Walter.
Wow, right?
Trying to get a superplex here on Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin still fighting both men here. Meeting of the minds. And Kazarian and Nemeth both are ticking down. You think about everything that Maclin has endured up to this point, not only in this match, but in this NXT relationship. Double missile drop kick, wiping both men out.
That was putting their heads together at that point.
Well, all 3 men are down right now, so someone needs to capitalize.
That's only benefit this. What's going on?
There's a car on the outside of Full Sail. Who the fuck
Mercedes
is that?
SUV.
Oh, shit!
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
And sent him around, man, my Santana for the security.
What did I tell you, Noah? You would have to literally stop him from breathing.
I'm about to say Santana, bad right arm be damned. There is no way in hell I can see Santana not wanting to get an ounce of revenge, especially against Frankie Kazarian. Santana's here at turning point.
I told you.
Oh, boy.
As long as that man is breathing, wait till he gets the tag. Frankie ran.
And to your point, my Santana just tagged himself in. Santana tagged him right now, and Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, but you might as well paint a target on that elbow.
Like Santana's been fighting his whole life against his own personal demons to achieve this journey and lead as a father and a leader and a standard here in TNA wrestling.
Look how heavy that's bandage, Noah.
He still has 2 good working legs and 1 good working arm. Kazarian trying to get involved here with a cheap shot from behind and immediately fended away. Running from Mike Santana, how fitting. Up and over, Nick Nemeth lands his feet. Wait for the jump into Guri. Missed though. Now Nick Nemeth looking to capitalize. Good agility here, picking up speed in both men. On the shoulder. Oh, man! Pop up DVD.
Noah, I have to admit something. I can be as pissed as I want to be.
Oh!
As pissed as I want to be, upset as I want to be, but that's literally what the call your shot was. You can't blame Frankie for taking advantage of a situation. It's just like Edge. He took advantage of the rules.
But if he made that situation with NXT rejects, there's a way you go about this business, Walter, that involves earning what you actually get versus stealing it.
That's true.
And again, we don't know Mike Santana's medical condition. We don't know the state of his right arm, nor the state of his mentality. And immediately, Nick Nemeth, to your point, a kick right to that elbow, and now Nick Nemeth looking to exploit that compromised right arm. We're literally seeing a one-arm man in an ass-kicking contest.
At the least, it's bruised. At the worst, it's probably a separated elbow.
And Nick Nemeth right now scouting Mike Santana, 2 former TNA World Champions, might I add. Super kick. Cover 2. Kick out by Santana.
Damn, Maclin fell off the apron. Like, Maclin's been out since he tagged him.
I'll say Mike Santana staying in this fight, though, and Steve Maclin coming back into the line of battle. Wiping out Nick Nemeth. Maclin and Nemeth to the outside. Kazarian and Mike Santana are legal.
There's nowhere to run for him now.
And right now might be looking to fade to black. Santana with the roll through. Kazarian, though, the roll through. High stat. Time night. And Mike Santana kicked out this time. Ooh, rising knee strike. Off the ropes. Vicious elbow by Kazarian, though, driving it in Mike Santana's head. Irish whip, reversal, arm wringer. Again, put out the right arm. Spin the block.
Ow.
But the pain on Mike Santana's face, to your point. Slow up on the cover. Lays it. Doesn't look at it like Mike Santana just finished the world champion. Sudden impact with a bad arm, and Mike Santana just pinned the new TNA World Champion. How's that for a figure redemption?
How's that for asking for a rematch?
The last 24 hours had to be pure hell for Mike Santana, but there's got to be some solace tonight in pinning the man that stole that championship from him.
Now, wait. Does Nick call the shot?
About to say, Steve Maclin and Mike Santana are still in the ring, and their hearts are definitely still beating. I can only imagine the internal warfare inside Mike Santana since what happened to him, despite the pain in his right arm as well.
I told you would literally have to kill that man.
And Steve Maclin again holding the line alongside Mike Santana, wiping out Frankie Kazarian here tonight. Nick Nemeth still looming on the outside, though, to your point. He said after this match, I will call my shot. And will he still call a shot tonight? That remains to be seen. What a night, though, nonetheless.
This is an awkward time if you end it, so we might still have time left, Noah.
I don't know what you do at this point, though, is the thing. Again, we're in a state of turmoil here, in a turning point in TNA wrestling. Will Nick Nemeth fall on his words, though, is the question. Or will he rethink this?
He's eyeing on it.
Wait, what? Nick Nemeth is calling a shot? Oh, what the fuck? What
Who's that?
That's Brookside. That's the fucking NXT Rejects. Robert Stone.
Right, how'd they get past security?
What the fuck? How the hell they got in here?
How did they get past security?
God damn, that's NXT to hell. 2 nights a fucking row, this fucking brand ruins TNA wrestling.
I don't get how they pass security.
And why aren't they talking Kazarian? Why aren't they attacking the TNA World Champion now? Huh?
Exactly.
Investigation my ass. Santana wasn't 100%. Steve Maclin wasn't 100%. Maclin and Santana being assaulted by the TNA Renegade Squad.
Where's security?
Is it being protected? Fucking hell.
Very conspicuous that he's being...
Oh, what the? Well, I guess Kazarian's the target. So maybe that will actually lead me to believe he wasn't involved in this. These fucking jackals, these worthless freaking human beings. Will someone get the fuck out here?
Where's security, Santana? Where's the rest of the TNA locker room? Where's the pride, man?
That's center in sync right now. And again, the numbers are still too damn much. Kazarian now wiped out on the outside. Mike Santana, Steve Maclin also wiped out here.
Where's the
Robert
TNA
Stone
pride?
And its fucking NXT Rejects have taken over Turning Point. Shawn Michaels even saying he was looking into this shit. Why don't you just fire these assholes? Arrest them for Pete's sake. Get some damn law and order here. Stacks and Jensen, Lexington King, Charlie Dempsey, and Brooks. The team around right now in the face of Stacks.
Oh my God, they're gonna attack Santana.
Oh, what the hell? Brooks Jensen went down Santino.
All right, somebody's got to stand up for their boss.
This has gone way too far fucking out of hand, and I am absolutely sick of this shit.
Ava, you got to discipline them.
There go the Hardys apparently trying to cause some correction. With some steel chairs in hand. Break Robert Stone's neck! Break Lexington King's leg! Break Charlie Stacks Lorenzo's orbital bone! Get them the fuck out of here!
It's still a numbers game, though, Noah.
I know, unfortunately. It's just too much right now for a couple of TNA faithful truly to overcome.
Where's Leon Slater? Come on.
This is utter bullshit.
Yeah, Chris said it.
Who the hell's going to save TNA at this point? They're at WWE's mercy, and there won't be any. Who the hell's at the root of this? Who's on Robert Stone's payroll? Who got Robert Stone to do this? What the hell is this turning point where WWE's trying to destroy TNA wrestling? Fuck this.
Ava's still not clear, in my opinion.
You're the dog of the rock, all right? The final boss, fuck WrestleMania. I don't trust the freaking Johnson. But I do trust this. Turning Point has literally raised my ire as expected. Fuck this NXT. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. I'm TNA faithful. Someone's got to get some law and order here and restore the integrity of TNA wrestling. Until tomorrow night, Saturday Shenanigans. We'll see you next time here at the Simply Reliable Studios. Cut the fucking feed. This has been TNA Turning Point. Again, fuck this NXT.
Oh, my God.